We on this damn thing? All right, yes, we know it's going away soon. What's going on, everybody? It's Rob Banks, and this is the Red Cup Review live on Saturday night, and I'm glad you guys can join us. I am joined once again by Baz, and I'm glad I always got to do this whole thing with being so that it doesn't repeat in the background, so I can actually keep my eyes on the chat room. So please like the video if you are watching. Also comment and be prepared to kick ass with us tonight. Anyways. I am joined tonight. We're gonna have a smaller show. It's just me and Baz. Baz, are you there? Baz isn't here.
Baz is not here. It's me, Mario. Is this the Super Mario special? I'm here for the Super Mario Brothers special.
This is like when Captain Lou Albano became Mario.
Hello, everybody. I just had the biggest fucking mushroom. I'm high as fuck. Don't laugh at me. I throw a turtle shell at your head.
What's going on? Mario, glad you could you're like Wario Mario without being Wario.
It's trippy, isn't it? You look a little like Luigi. You be my brother?
This is what the show has become, everybody. Hey, what's up, everybody in the chat? Rob Just a Fan, who hates waiting. KJ Smith, what's up? Kev's Matrix, and our boy Kyle is actually watching Mario. Kyle is in the chat with us tonight.
All right, I'm dropping it. What's up?
Yeah, the jig is up. What's up, everybody? Tonight we're gonna go through the collectibles. We're gonna do a very short, because there wasn't that much news this week, and then we're gonna do what the show is really about, and that's the Batman '89. This is the Batman '89 show. The Batman in '89 anniversary was actually last Sunday. We should have did it last Saturday, but we had the gentleman from MSIB. I hope you guys enjoyed. That was our biggest video we've ever done, our biggest live. It had over 500 views. I know it's certainly not a big deal to some, but it's a huge deal to us here. So I just want to thank everybody for that. James Belk wants to ask, is that John Leguizamo? Well, I don't know. He's definitely not John Leguizamo. I'd probably have to, by default, be him. I'm not wearing a green cap.
It's like I ate John Leguizamo.
So we have to do the whole show in this.
It's distracting, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like you're gonna be talking to me about Batman in your head. You're gonna be like, do 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 do. All right, let me get this off.
Oh, you're gonna take the hat off? You should rock it You should rock it. All right.
All right.
Okay. Now let's get into the collectibles of the week, right? Do you have anything to say there, Baz? You want to say anything to anybody in the chat besides, hey, how are you?
The shit that I picked up this week.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. What do you got?
Okay, we got the Beast.
Oh, nice.
The latest Marvel Legends version of the Beast. The last one came out, what, in 1963 or something?
Pretty much.
It's been a long while, so he's awesome, but I do not like his head sculpt. They tried going for the cover of X-Men #1, the Jim Lee version, but it came out lacking. I picked up the.
Why do you like that head? Because that head sculpt looks pretty good as you're holding it up.
I don't know. Like to me, the Beast is not like a ferocious character to me. You know what I mean? He's more of like a smart intellectual character. So I picked up the Anthony's Customs has a custom head that he's releasing, and it looks just like the animated version of the Beast, and it comes with glasses and a book. So yeah, I don't, and honestly, the shading on it isn't too well. It looks kind of too plasticky.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Makes sense.
And I don't like that version of the Beast. So it's a dope ass figure, but I'm gonna switch the head once the custom head comes in. I got from the 3-pack the Magneto Marvel Legends. This is, they released one I think a year or two ago. The same figure, but with a reverse color scheme, kind of like black.
Nah,
was the main color.
That's Magneto, man. That's Magneto.
Yeah, this is with the traditional outfit, and he's got white eyes with no pupils. He's got like the angry face and shit. I got him on the stand, like he's lifting up something fucking heavy. And I got Doctor Strange from Mezco, the OG Doctor Strange from Mezco. And
what do you think of that?
he's pretty awesome, man. I dig him.
I think the color
he didn't come with
awesome.
He didn't come with a lot, but like it's the traditional colors. I think the blue. What was it, like the original outfit? The blue outfit comes with like some sort of base.
He's got the blue outfit comes with like a like a globe kind of sitting on like a pedestal.
Yeah, see, that's cool, man. I almost got it for that, but then I was like, you know what? I need the red cloak, and
No, that
the original.
That's awesome, man. He comes with the different spells, though, right?
Yeah, he comes with the 2 different colored spells and just a closed eye of Armageddon, and
Right.
he's wearing the opened eye already.
That's cool. It would have been cool if he would have came with like a book or something, right?
Yeah, something. It's a little bare bones in the accessories, but he's the OG. He looks great. Great head sculpt. Posable.
That's a lot of pickups for a week, man.
Yeah, no, just it's pre-orders, man. When you pre-order shit like from a year ago and they all just come in within a span of 2 weeks.
Right. Yeah, word.
So
Kyle says, got my Wakanda throne this week from Hot Toys. Takes my Black Panther display to the next level. Yeah, hell's yeah. The Wakanda.
What do you
got? He got the Wakanda throne to go along with the Black Panther.
That's
hot
dope.
Toy. So that's pretty
dope. You gotta have a throne.
They should have just released the deluxe version at that point. They should have had like the regular version, the deluxe version with the with the the throne and shit. But that's cool. That's pretty dope. If they ever do a proper Magneto in the MCU, Magneto. If they ever do a proper Doctor Doom in the MCU, I would hope that they would have like Doom's throne, or otherwise I would have to have somebody like customize that and shit, because I think that's pretty awesome.
A lot of these guys need thrones. Like Namor, he definitely needs a throne.
Kyle, he says he's going to send some pics. You could send some pics my way. Put the pics on the Red Cup review page. For those watching and for those that are going to be watching this on the replay, if you guys want to keep up with us during the week, ask questions, you can email me directly. Go join the official Red Cup review on Facebook. This is the new group we're doing, and it's still called the Rebellion. People seem to like that name. I actually got a thumbs up on that, like an ooh, and I'm like, I know you can't get more corny than that, but fuck it, I'm a Star Wars fan. Well, who is that? Whose hand is that?
OG Thanos.
OG Thanos. What do you think of the OG Thanos?
He's the Marvel Select. He's the best version of Thanos you can get, man. He looks like he just came out of the Infinity War comic. I was just wishing you out of existence.
Oh, nice. In which case, I'm going to go take a piss, take over the show. See you later, everybody. Yeah, exactly.
That's it. You're going to leave your show. It's going to be silent.
Snap him back.
I'm just going
to be silent.
I'm going to be burping.
Okay.
Cursing people out.
Rob, you're just a fan. Asks, what actor can play Dr. Doom? I don't know. I kind of like
that the Viggo Mortensen dude, or what's his name?
He wouldn't be too bad. I like Tom Hardy in everything, so I'm gonna pick him for everything because I want him to just be every character. I wouldn't mind watching a movie with him playing every character in the movie. So because he did such fucking wonders with Bane. So I'm all
somebody German looking, right? At least somebody German looking.
I don't really want to see him outside of the outfit too much. I want him in the fucking outfit. I need somebody that has great presence with just their eyes and a killer voice. That's pretty much what you need. Kids and wifey out, getting my Red Cup in. Lago Figs. Oh, nice. Awesome. Thanks for joining us. Okay. Collectibles of the week, because somebody earlier, I think it was Kev's Matrix, mentioned the Gandalf. Yes, I pre-ordered the Gandalf. I went and ordered the Gandalf on the Asmus site. For $350, was $20 down. Here's the plus and minuses of the Gandalf situation. If you want to get the Gandalf first, you got to order from Asmus. Now, with Asmus, you're going to pay a little bit more. It's $350, and you might have to pay shipping on top of that. Who knows at this point? They used to offer free shipping for their stuff if you bought it through that site, but they're not talking about that there. So I ordered it from Asmus to get it early, because whenever Asmus comes out with a figure, it releases on the Asmus site. And if you order directly through them, you will get it like almost 3 to 4 months before anybody else does. Then it'll release on Sideshow and everything else. Now, Big Bad Toy Store, if you wanted to go through them, it comes out to like $356 or like $360 around there with shipping and taxes included. And you can cancel at any time without an NRD. So that's the plus side of doing that way. So if you want to like order through Big Bad Toy Store, you're gonna be waiting a lot longer. But then you could always just cancel in case I get it and show you guys how fucking terrible it is. And then you're like, well, I'm not spending $300, and that's just the way it is. So I'll be the guinea pig. 340 Time Walker toys from me. There you go. Time Walker's awesome. That's where I got my Blitzway Ghostbusters from. They're pretty fucking cool. Okay, if he was still alive, Alan Rickman would have been a perfect Doctor Doom. Alan Rickman is not a bad choice, actually. That's if he was alive. Yes, he's actually, yeah, that's not bad at all. Good choice. All right, screen sharing. Share. Okay, we're gonna share here. I'm gonna start lowering shit. Again, guys, bear with me. All right, Baz, you seeing this? Are we looking at the same shit here?
Is that Fluffy? Holy shit.
Yeah, so Gabriel Fluffy Iglesias, designer toy, whatever. Sideshow is starting to get a little fucking stupid with what they're offering. I'm sorry. This is like
He's Fluffy.
between this shit and that other stupid shit we saw with the that we were looking at. What is it? Where is it? We're gonna look at this every week. This Beyonce bullshit.
We're going back to Beyonce.
It's fucking ridiculous. 3 weeks in a row with this shit. I don't know. To me, it's just a little ridiculous. But whatever. All right. Great.
Wait, oh, yeah, let's click on Fluffy. Let's see how he looks.
Really? Okay, we're looking at Fluffy now.
That's how he looks.
Yeah, there you go. Kind of looks like the art. You guys ever see the Clerks cartoon? There was a cartoon for the movie Clerks that came out back like 20 years ago. It's like that kind of animation style. All right, they have the Tokyo Harley Quinn print. Baz, let me know if you want to see anything up close, or if anybody in the chat does, and we'll talk about it.
Yeah, let me see. Who's Laura?
Who's Laura?
For $440? Holy mackerel!
Yeah, holy macaroni!
Jumping Jehoshaphat!
This is a character from
my dreams.
From my dreams. Look at the thighs on this.
Jesus Christ!
Would you look at the thighs on this? This is ridiculous.
What the?
I know. Yeah. Why are we oogling over a damn statue? This is ridiculous because it's probably perfect.
Is she Brazilian? She's Brazilian, right?
Whatever it is, it's perfection.
Dude,
just a fan. Who's Fluffy? I don't know. Some like stand-up comedian or something.
Oh, who's Fluffy? Oh,
you gotta remember they're a few seconds behind us. Oh, by the way, also guys, just to let you know, if the screen is ever kind of blurry on my end, it doesn't come in totally high definition. I actually stream to you guys in a lower setting, so I'm streaming in like 720p, and I do that on purpose because it gives me a chance to see your comments in a little bit closer to real time. Anybody scope up the deluxe Obi-Wan, deluxe Ian McGregor? I sure as hell didn't because I hate the prequels. But I'm getting Darth Maul and Count Dooku, so that's just some shit you're gonna have to figure out for yourself.
That Spider-Man premium format figure looks kind of cool. What is he? He's stepping on like Doc Ock's one of his arms or some shit.
Yeah, let's take a look real quick. Let's take a look. Well, this is the regular head he comes with. Here's the regular, which I like infinitely better than the exclusive. And I don't know. I'm kind of like moving away a little bit from the McFarlane look on Spider-Man, even though like I love that look and grew up with it. I'm kind of going more for like the traditional Ditko / Ramita look from my Spider-Man like. But it looks like he's the tentacles are kind of that's kind of like little cool base there, you know. I don't know.
Yeah, I take the base.
Cool. It just doesn't like look dynamic enough for me for me to own for $600 and something for a Spider-Man.
Oh, $600? Oh man,
$150. Yeah.
You're better off getting a Laura, man.
I already have a Laura.
Okay.
She's upstairs washing my tights. Oh. Okay.
Oh, yeah, hold on. Is there another singer?
Another.
We got another singer. We got another girl. Who's that? Is that? Go down.
Right here
to the left. Who's that chick?
This?
Oh, Dita Von Teese. That's she used to date Marilyn Manson, that chick.
Oh, awesome. I love a $300 unframed, $750 framed picture of Marilyn Manson's ex-girlfriend on my wall. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh man, you just don't have any taste.
I don't. Apparently not. Fuck my taste. All right. Let's move on to shit that's actually like palatable. I'm not getting this. What do you think? This is our Ace.
That looks pretty good. I don't think they nailed it there. Nah.
No, not at all. I can't stand rooted fucking hair, man. It makes it look like a Barbie. Too much.
And then you got to get out your little comb. You got to comb your little dolly.
She got cool accessories. Star
Mhm.
Ace is hit and miss with their stuff, man. They really are. I'm glad that they're doing it. I think it's cool that they're doing it. I'm not sold on it.
Hey, listen, other than Pulp Fiction, this is my favorite Tarantino movie. I watch it like every year, at least once a year.
Wow, just
The
the
first
one.
one.
The first one, second, the
The
first one.
first one, I think the first one, man, and which is weird because, like, you know, you'd think you'd want something with finality. You know, the second one is the end of the story, but like, the first one is just way better than two. You
It's
agree?
weird. When I first saw the first movie, I liked the first one. I actually fell in love with the first one after repeat viewings. When I first saw it in the theater, I didn't like it at all. I saw it in college and I was like, what the fuck am I watching? I didn't even know what the hell I was watching. I was like, this is over the top gore. I didn't expect it. I didn't know what to expect. So I had nothing to really base it on. And I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm watching. This is just gore for the sake of gore. And it was goofy to me and weird. I didn't get the whole idea behind the revenge flick, what he was going for. And then I settled back, smoked a couple of blunts, watched it on DVD, fell in love with it. And then I really liked. And then when the second one came out, I actually loved the second one more than I remembered liking the first. Now I like the first one better now, but back then I liked the second one better because I had a better experience in it and I knew what to expect in the theater itself. And I really liked aspects of the second one a lot. I liked the dialogue better in the second one. Second one's the boring one. I love the Pai Mei stuff. I guess out of both movies, my favorite stuff is the Pai Mei stuff out of both movies. So the second movie has
the Pai Mei stuff is
shit
good.
in it. But
No, but isn't the Pai Mei stuff
movie,
in the first one? I thought that was in the first one, dude. All the training.
The training? No, that was in the second one, dude.
Oh, god damn it! Now, guys, let us know.
So the chat because we're busy looking at stupid shit right here.
But did you ever see the deleted scene with Michael J. White? He was actually cut from the movie. He has a fight scene. Yeah, check it out. It's on YouTube.
From which one? The first one?
I think it was the second. I don't know, man.
Here it goes.
Guys, let us know.
Who gives a shit? All right, moving along. Fucking Spider-Man upgraded suit. Here we go. Baz, now's your chance. Bash Spider-Man.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to see it next week. It comes out next week, right? Far From Home?
Yes, he's going to see it the first day. Go ahead.
No, I'm not. Honestly.
You're going to see it. You went and saw Captain Marvel. You're going to see this. I don't want to hear it.
No, dude, listen. Endgame kind of like, I'm emotionally like kind of done with Marvel for the year. Like, I want Endgame to be the goddamn Endgame for just a little bit of time. You know? Let me just like recoup, get my juices flowing, get my enthusiasm back for Marvel movies again, you know? So, like, it's kind of too early coming off of Endgame. So, and I'm not too crazy about this version of Spider-Man. So I think I could kind of skip this or wait till home.
So you like Captain Marvel more? The actress and the whole.
No, but I just I hate watched that movie. I hated that movie.
Watched it, so you're not gonna just
watch. I needed to know what the hell I was hating, right? So I went to go see it, and I hated it even more. But yeah, I'm just not interested. I mean, to me, it's like Iron Spider. His whole story is too wrapped up in Tony Stark, which I understand why they had to do that. But still, I just like, I'm more of a traditionalist when it comes to the Spider-Man mythos. I like the first two movies. It's just more my Spider-Man, what I grew up reading, than opposed to this. This feels just like something for a new generation, which is cool, which is great. It's just I'm tapping out, and I'm not that big of a Spider-Man fan anyway. What
do you think of the outfit on the figure, at least?
It's all right. I don't know.
Black? No, not doing it for you?
No, not really.
Well, didn't he have this in the comics at one point? Didn't he have the black outfit?
I think it's just the way. I don't think it was actually black. I think it's just the way it looked during the printing process. I don't think it was black. Right. I don't think they wanted it to look black. It just looked black, and
this is one of those gray hole
printing of the day
situations.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Right. That makes sense.
But I don't know. What do you think?
I love this version of Spider-Man. This figure I'm not getting, because this is a nightmare. I'm warning everyone now. I'm telling you now. If anyone that has Homecoming, the original, I had the Homecoming figure. I had it for about 2 to 3 weeks, and then I sold the shit. It looks great in a museum pose. It pops off the shelf. I'm big on that. It's colorful. It's great looking. If you put him in any type of Spider-Man pose, you see this pose right here where he's on the person's hand. If you're going to do anything other than that, the knees are going to stretch, and this area up in the nuts over here is going to wrinkle, and it's going to stay wrinkled, and it's going to wrinkle under his arm too, and it's going to stay that way. Now, Spider-Man doesn't really wear, it doesn't have to look perfect. That's another thing that I wrestle with in my head. It's like Spider-Man is in an outfit that should look worn and kind of used a little bit, right? Like broken in. So if you guys don't mind the wrinkles in the outfit based on that ideal, that's fine. But if you want to have a figure that's going to have resale value and be able to keep its form and all that other stuff, I'm telling you now, this is going to be a collector's nightmare unless you plan on keeping him in his in that static pose, you know. So that's my opinion on the figure. I love the movie. I loved Homecoming was my favorite Spider-Man movie, and I hope that this movie lives up to the hype that I have in my own personal head. Because I just love this. I love this kid, and I love Michael Keaton in the last movie because we're going to be getting to that shortly as well. Oh boy! So whatever, I'm all in. Baz is all out, and then I guarantee you by the next show he's going to say, "I broke, guys. I had to go see it because I just had to."
Nah, bro, I'm telling you, I have the game. I haven't even touched it.
You're fucking crazy. That's the best fucking game, dude.
That's what I'm saying.
Game.
That's what I'm saying.
That game is so good that it's almost like that should be the new Spider-Man like mythos. Like it's so fucking. The writing in that game is so fucking good.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about Spider-Man, dude.
Let's see. Rob Just Fan writes one in each specific pose, one standing, one action, and one boxed. Yeah, Rob Just Fan hit the lotto. Monsieur is fun in the video game and the old game. Yes, he was. James Bell. Captain Marvel was a good Nick Fury backstory movie, and love Spider-Man PS4. The DLC is good too. Yeah, I haven't gotten to the DLC yet. Okay.
Yo, it's so funny.
Wall Street investor? Nah, man. I just invest my shit in Bitcoin and make my money that way.
It's funny in Captain Marvel, Nick Fury, like they de-aged his face and everything so that he looks younger.
Right.
But you could tell from his body and the way he moves that he's an older guy.
He's older. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah,
right?
So, yeah, it's so weird. When are you going to watch that?
Captain Marvel, it's been out, and I still haven't seen it. And I don't
That's what I'm saying. Oh, my God.
At all. Okay, so Neon Tech Iron Man sold out, and this makes me laugh my ass off. And I know Kyle, if he's still watching, is going to say something like, but they need to make 5,550 billion Iron Man figures and Spider-Man figures so that you can get the shit you want, like anything else, which is fine, and I understand that. However, the fact that this sold out, first of all, I think this thing is fucking hideous. And the exclusive last year was the exact same figure in blue. It's like, really? That's where we're at this point? Like, I don't know. I guess the world is really just filled with so many Iron Man collectors that they'll even collect shit that had nothing to do with the movie at all. And that's just weird to me, but whatever, I guess. You know, but good for them, though. I hope they enjoy it and love it. I'm not going to hate too much. It's just not for me. Speaking of art prints, this is what I find funny. A Beyonce art print is, not that I would get this one, but the Beyonce art print is mad. Well, it's also much bigger. That's why there's only 11 by 14. So here, Ghostbusters art print. I wouldn't get that one either. This one's kind of nice, though. This one's pretty cool.
What's with that Harley?
Harley?
No, I like both of those pictures, yeah.
I mean, it's cool. I like this because I love the Ectomobile. It's just a nice shot of the Ectomobile. I kind of like this one. This just screams like we're hanging out and they're talking to each other and they're saying shit like, could you believe it? A few years ago, we were doing Saturday Night Live. Now we're doing this and we're fucking movie stars. Like that just screams friendship to me, you know?
It's such a well done movie, man. You can't.
This movie was the ultimate happy accident, I believe, because the dialogue and the timing, the comedic timing is, you can't replicate it. It's unreplicatable, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, these guys were all at their peak. They were all, every one of them were firing on. You could just tell with the parts that were improvised and how well it was improvised.
They couldn't even like best it with the second one.
Exactly.
The second one is still enjoyable, but it didn't reach that level of greatness the first one.
Yeah, no, this was just it's almost a perfect movie, the first movie. And a lot of I know people like chastise me for saying that, and they're like, yeah, it was good, but it was a forgettable 80s movie. Bullshit. It was good, but it really wasn't that good. It's not as good as some other 80s comedies. It's not just a it finds a way to be horror, comedic. There were parts in this movie that were scared the shit out of me as a kid. That library ghost fucked me up, man, when she flips out on them.
Yeah.
It had a lot of cool dialogue in it. The scene where Winston is talking to Ray and they're talking about acts of God and shit and the Bible and all that, and they're just hanging. It just seems so real and authentic, and it's fucking New York. If you're a New Yorker, or if you've been to New York and you really like the city and all that other shit, like we're from the fucking city, so I guess it just means that much more to us. But it's like the movie is so fucking New York too.
Yeah. Where's that building at the end of the movie? It's on the west side, right? Like around 77th.
Which was the actual building at the end of the movie?
Yeah.
That's 55 Central Park West.
Okay, 55.
And
all right.
I actually picked up the garbage there. For those that don't know, I work for the city. I work in garbage removal. And I actually was picking up the garbage there one day, and I was talking to the guy, and he was like, "Hey, aren't you a Ghostbuster fan?" The guy I was working with, and I looked up, and I was like, "Holy shit, I'm fucking picking up the garbage here." And I actually also picked up the garbage at the firehouse. I got a pretty cool firehouse story. Hold on, let me get back to here and here. Nope, that's not it. Hold on, bear with me, fellas. And stop screen sharing for a second. Here's my quick cool little Ghostbuster story. So I'm picking up garbage in the city. I come by Murray Street. I see the Ghostbuster firehouse. I completely fucking freak out. I pull over. We're on baskets, so we're actually out all day. That isn't going to mean anything to anybody that doesn't know how Department of Sanitation works. But we're there. Pick up the basket out front. Pick up their garbage, and I'm like taking pictures and shit. My partner's taking pictures of me in front of the place. And the firemen come out and they're like, "Hey guys, you want to fucking come in and like we'll give you a tour of the place?" And I was like, "Wow, you kidding?" So I went in. I used the bathroom, took a piss, took pictures to the inside of the place, and then they were like, "Yo, have lunch with us." So I was actually able to eat lunch in the fucking Ghostbuster firehouse that day. It was pretty fucking awesome.
Oh shit! Wait, did you see like the thing that the pole that they slide down?
Well, that's funny. The only parts of the movie were filmed in the interior. So for that, all the interiors, not all of the interiors, but like a lot of them, like I want to say like 90% of them were filmed in California. They had like a set made, like inside of another firehouse in California, and they filmed all the outside shots and some of the inside shots. Like when the thing pulls up and he's like, "Hey, you can't park that here," and you see like the inside. And they're working on the vehicle and shit. That's all New York. But besides that, that's my.
How awesome was it, Paul Rudd, the way he made that video of him at the firehouse?
Yes, that's news of the week. There we go. We might as well segue right into it.
Segue here, yeah.
Paul Rudd is in the new Ghostbuster movie. Baz, talk about the fucking video.
Yeah, so what was it? The Ghostbusters official site on Facebook, that's where I saw it, posted a video of somebody taking footage of people taking pictures in front of the Ghostbusters firehouse. And someone's talking, and all of a sudden the camera switches over to his face, and it's friggin' Paul Rudd. Nice. And he announces that he's joining the cast of Ghostbusters 2020.
That's fucking awesome.
And it's just so cool.
Wasn't there a rumor that he was going to be joining the last Ghostbusters movie before it turned into what it turned into?
Well, like I don't know. Like I heard stuff like last I heard about anybody being new Ghostbusters before the atrocity happened was like Chris Farley and like Sandler, like that kind of crew being Ghostbusters. I never heard Paul Rudd.
I had heard Paul Rudd and what's his face, the guy from Knocked Up, the guy from Pineapple Express.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. No, I don't know.
That was the crew I heard of.
That would have been like him and like James Franco.
Yeah.
Or something. And it would have been too crazy. That might have been too goofy. Because like you said, like, you know, like Ghostbusters had a nice balance of comedy and like grounded, you know, reality, you know, whatever reality you could get when dealing with ghosts, but still that horror element, you know. So, you know, it might have been too crazy. Like, you know, did you see the one with the latest one?
What, with the girls?
With the girls, yeah. How bad was that?
It was, you know, I saw it with my son, and he was like, back now it's not that long ago to us, but 3 years ago it was half of his life ago.
Mm-hmm.
And he liked it. He's like, "Oh, it's cool. It's the Ghostbusters. It's fun. They're shooting. You know, she pulls out the pistols at the end and she's shooting the ghosts. Like, they had some aspects of it that were pretty cool. But yeah, it was forced. Every one of them. Somebody wrote a post recently, and they were talking about how, like, you're a man baby if you didn't like that movie, and all the men are crying, all the neck beards are crying, and all that bullshit. You know how, like, the
Dude,
left
yeah.
attacks.
If
The
you don't
left
like certain things,
attack,
yeah, you're a incel, you're a troll, or you're a man baby. And which is funny, calling people man babies. Like, you're a fucking man baby if you like any of this shit.
yeah.
So let's just admit to everyone, we're all man babies, right? If you like this stuff. So if I don't like a particular movie or a character, or I'm a man baby, that's so fucking silly. I mean,
Yeah. Well, the guy had a good reply to it, though. The guy was like, "Look, it has nothing to do with being a man baby. You have 4 actresses that aren't really that good. Like, that some of them are good. See, I like Kristen Wiig. I think she's going to be great as Cheetah, in the next Wonder Woman movie. But other than her, Melissa McCartney is actually a pretty good actress when she's not doing that goofy comedy shit that she does. She was really good in Saint Vincent, or Saint Vincent something or other. That's with speaking of Ghostbusters, Venkman with that. Come on, man, the fucking guy that plays Venkman. Anyways, so she's actually a halfway decent actress, but when you have 4 actresses,
hold on. The guy. Wait, you talking about Bill Murray?
Oh, Murray, yeah. My brain's on a million different places right now. So when you have 4 actresses all trying to be the comic relief and all trying to be that character, it falls flat. Like, no one's playing it straight in that movie. Like, you had Egon playing it straight in the first Ghostbusters. Then you had Bill Murray doing his whole tongue-in-cheek, like, come on, we're really going to take this serious. You know, then you had the most identifiable guy in Winston. He was like the regular dude. But then you introduce whatever her name is. Isn't her name Leslie something or other? The tall black lady that was in the movie, and she's like such a caricature that it's like everyone's being a stupid caricature of themselves, and it just, I don't know, that was really bad. Anyways, real quick, back in the Kev's Matrix, when is the Blitzway Ecto 1 due out? Any idea? 3 years ago. I have no idea. I wanted to order that and pretty much have it take over my entire space over here, but I just have no fucking space for it, so I didn't order it. But I really, really, really badly wanted to order it, but I just did not have the space. It's funny, I have the space for the fucking DeLorean from Hot Toys and the 89 Batmobile, but I don't have the space for that because you could actually fit the DeLorean and the 89 Batmobile almost in the fucking Ghostbuster Ectomobile. It's ridiculous. That's how big it is. Did they release any Girl 1 Ghostbusters? I don't know what that means, but no, they never released anything for them, I don't think, besides like the Mattel toys. Wish Rick Moranis to be back too. Yeah, I don't think Rick Moranis is going to be back. He pretty much retired completely from movies. Like, he's just completely retired.
Good. He's done classic movies. He's awesome. He went off and retired on top. Good for him.
Yeah, no, Rick Moranis is fucking awesome. He gets
Spaceballs, bro. He's fucking.
Yeah, I like him in pretty much everything. He was good in that. He was great in Parenthood.
I never watched the Honey I Shrunk the Kids stuff, but I'm sure
the first one was good. The first one's a great movie to watch with, like, you know, if you have like a young niece or nephew or a kid or something, like, you know, Grayson and Zoe like that movie. You going to San Diego Comic-Con? No, we are not. I am not paying to go be a human cattle. We are in New York, so we're going to New York Comic-Con, which for some reason is the redheaded stepchild of the collecting world, which makes no sense because New York Comic-Con has been outselling San Diego for like the last 3 or 4 years. There's actually been more people at the New York Comic-Con, which is ridiculous because the Javits Center does not hold as many people as a giant fucking airplane hangar that they do over in San Diego. The Film Cave. Hey, you guys. Hey, guys, what's up? Sadly, I cannot watch the show right now. I'm currently at my friend's house doing the finishing touches on editing the movie. Oh, yes, that's Kenny. I'll watch later. Have a good one. Awesome. Kenny is a movie.
I saw some pictures of Uncle Pat that he put up.
Yeah, I was liking those too. Kenny
sorry.
a few weeks ago, guys. He's a aspiring movie director, and he's in he's a film student right now. James Belkey retired after his wife passed. Yeah, well, that pretty much spells out all you need to know about that. Okay, back to we're already at 35 minutes into the show. We haven't even gotten to the main fucking part of the show yet. So I'm gonna go back to the screen share. We're gonna try and zip through this shit a little bit faster, a little bit more. All right, let's get off of the fucking Sideshow website. Unless there's anything else you want to see here, because there's really nothing else to see.
Let me check out that Harley statue. $90.
This one right here, the $90 one.
Yeah,
I believe I saw this one in person at New York Comic Con, New York Toy Fair.
It's like a
that's
black and red
for
thing.
$90, dude. That's fucking small, man. DC Collectibles is getting a little. I don't know, man. It's a little pricey for a fucking statue that size, man.
Oh my god! Wait, hold on. Did you see the new pics of Harley from the movie?
Yeah, and that gaudy ass gold outfit. Ugh.
What is she doing? Are they trying to sabotage their own success?
They said that there were people drooling over that. They're like, "Oh my god, it's amazing! Oh, I love the new look." And yeah, it's awesome. And I'm like, this is fucking just ugly looking. It's ugly.
I need to leave for another planet or something, man.
Really, we both do. All right.
I want to see more Lauras. That's what I want to see.
Moon Knight Crescent Edition. Join the wait list now. Here's your last San Diego Comic-Con Mezco exclusive or summer exclusive. What do you think of the black highlighted Moon Knight?
Nah, man, I can't endorse any character that wears a white hood, bro. Sorry. Sorry, man. I can't. No, I don't know. I like the all white version, man.
Yeah. What do you guys think in the chat? All white version or white with black highlights? I'll tell you, I kind of like Robert's fan wrote Harley grandma pants. Yeah, that fucking yeah. Get ready for They Live Mezcos. Yeah, I can't fucking wait. And they better do a Roddy Piper. They really fucking need to do a Piper. Rob Just Fan writes, cool Space Ghost.
Nice.
I think the weapons look really cool in this. The cloak looks really good. I actually like it with his head out like that. I think it looks better.
It looks like Spawn.
Spawn a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a Moon Knight fan. I don't really. This is like a D-list Marvel guy to me, so I don't really give a fuck.
I like the D-list, man. I like the D-list characters.
Yeah, I like the D-list DC characters. Marvel characters, I don't really dig in the crates that much with,
You'd think you'd like him because he is an Egyptian-based kind of superhero, man.
He does?
Yeah, he gets his powers from a Egyptian, like, god of vengeance or something like, or I forgot what he's a god. He's an Egyptian god named Kundu or something.
I just thought he was a dude in a fucking like a Batman outfit. Like
no. He's no. Read up on it, man. You'd like it.
All right, now I'm gonna have to fucking read up on this and buy this goddamn thing.
He's like a supernatural based kind of street level hero.
Oh, that's
so. Look at the David Finch run.
To buy shit. What?
Look at the David Finch run. That was David Finch, right?
Yeah,
the artist. He did Ultimatum or something from Marvel.
He's awesome. He's got good art.
Yeah, check that out, man. I think you'll like it.
All right, so there's the Moon Knight. Well, let me see. Does anybody comment on Space Ghost over here? Let's see. Black and white. CM Brock likes the black and white. Looks a bit like Taskmaster. Yes, he does. Well, you got to imagine that a Taskmaster figure is going to be coming if they've done this shit. Why not both? Well, if you're a big Mezco guy and you like this outfit, then yeah, why the hell not both? You're talking to a guy who buys every fucking version of Batman there is practically. All right, let's get off this. Here, speaking of Ghostbusters and getting off the Ghostbuster thing.
Wait, hold on. His name. Hold on. The name of the god is Khonsu, and he's an Egyptian god of the moon.
Nice.
So,
all right, cool.
Yeah. Okay, I just wanted to fact check myself. Okay.
This was just brought to my attention. Apparently, this was a thing back in April, and this is going to be a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive from Hasbro. It's actually an Optimus Prime Ecto-1 that transforms and everything. So there's the MP10 that's like an Ecto-1 version. And what's cool about this, there's some pretty cool things about it, besides if you're a Ghostbuster Transformer guy like myself, which I am. Love both of those franchises. Some pretty cool shots. He transforms and all that. Comes with a little Slimer. I think he comes with Slimer. The roller that comes with, look, the roller is actually a trap. Isn't that fucking cool? Cool little design choice.
Oh, it's awesome.
It comes with Optimus. And if you guys really want to get funky with it, you guys can get yourself the fucking die-cast, Ghostbuster Ectomobile, and it actually fits inside the fucking trailer. How awesome is that?
Nice.
They can have like the trailer roll up and let the Ecto 1 out, and then the fucking Ecto 1 transforms. I mean, the trailer transforms into fucking Optimus Prime and shit. Look at this. That's a pretty cool setup. If you like Transformers and you like Ghostbusters and you want like a pretty cool like mashup display, I think this is pretty fucking awesome.
That's a cool mashup. They recently did a Star Trek Transformers crossover comic, and the Enterprise was actually turned into Optimus Prime or something.
Oh
like
wow!
He was like the Enterprise.
Yeah. I don't know. I know that our boy Nick Knack talks about not like having things like kind of cross over and mix and stuff, because it's like what does he say? It's like orange juice and milk and shit or whatever.
Yeah.
Mayonnaise. But I don't know. I like mashups. I like mashups of shit that I like. You know what I'm saying?
Turtles and Batman.
Turtles and Batman was so fucking awesome. Oh my god, did you see that cartoon yet?
No, not yet. I'm gonna have to buy it.
Dude, it's fucking awesome. Big time Red Cup, Rob Banks endorsement. Go watch that shit. The fucking fights in that were awesome.
Well, I saw the Batman versus Shredder fight, which was freaking excellent. Like,
what else? Batman beats the shit out of the Turtles, bro.
Whoa, really? All four?
All four of them beats the shit. The only one that can hang with him is Leonardo. And then even he gets his ass kicked a little bit. And then he starts training with him, and it's like he starts showing him like the ropes a little bit. Like
you've got the touch. You've got the power.
That's oh shit. That's from the fucking Transformers.
Transformers.
Yeah.
And Boogie Nights.
Boogie Nights. Yes, awesome. Fucking awesome, man. Kyle says, can't wait for the bat signal. Are you talking about the bat signal from Mezco? Neither can I. That's the only San Diego thing that I pre-ordered was Gordon. I see a lot of people on the Mezco boards, on the Facebook threads and groups saying like, Gordon's just an old man. Kind of shit is that? Boring. Who's going to display a bat signal in Gordon? That's silly. It's just some old guy. And I'm sitting there shaking my head like, I don't fucking understand how you guys can get excited for a fucking character like that stupid fucking Mezco mascot that they have, and not Jim Gordon. Jim Gordon is
my god, right? That's perfect.
Mythos.
That's ridiculous. A perfect analogy. I want to kick these people's asses that bought that stupid character, but yet talk shit about Gordon. Friggin' meet me somewhere, fight me, please.
This is gonna turn into Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Bring your figure. I'll bring a figure. Whoever wins the fight, I will destroy that Gomez thing.
Unfucking believable. Yeah, I know a lot of people like. Apparently, the Gomez figure is actually a really good figure. Like as far as just a figure goes, the articulation's great. It comes with mad shit.
Who is he?
Who is he? He's just a fucking guy. Yeah, whatever. You can't.
Head.
Yeah, I know.
James Gordon. What, you got 40 years on freaking Gotham fucking PD?
Robert, just a fan. Rob, any scary stories on your job? I bet you got stories. Yeah, I got some stories, man. I don't know if you guys want to segue in. I'll give you a really quick one, and then if you guys like this, you can fucking tell me to tell more stories. Maybe I'll tell like one story a week because I've been on the job for like 15 years. I only got 5 more years to go, and I get to retire. That's fucking awesome. All right. So I was on the job about 1.5 years, and we're doing this thing called MLP, right? MLP is Mobile Litter Patrol, right? So instead of picking up garbage, the New York City Department of sanitation workers actually get extra pay for picking up garbage, and they get base pay for not doing that, right? So they hand you a shovel and a bucket and a truck, and they go, you and your partner go drive out and clean up the streets and like pick up bags and shit, right? So I go out, my partner and I, we're picking shit up, and we smell something really bad to our next line. The line is like your next block you're going to, so we're driving to the next stop, and we're supposed to be picking up bags on a corner. We go to the corner. We don't even get to the corner yet. From like 3 blocks away, we're like, we're not even there yet. What the fuck is that smell? As we get closer and closer, the smell of death, literally death, gets stronger and stronger. We get to the fucking corner. Oh, there goes the mic. We get to the corner, and we find these bags with maggots pouring out of the bags, literally pouring out of the fucking bags. Maggots pouring out of these bags. We couldn't get anywhere near these bags without gagging. And it turns out that by the end of the day, that was our first stop in the morning. We made a deal where we could pick it up last, and we were strapping like I went and bought like medical masks and put like it taped like dryer sheets. We went and bought dryer sheets and taped them to our faces just to like kind of stand around this shit. And my partner was like, we need to know what the fuck is in here. So he takes the shovel and starts hitting the bag. He hits it once the bag rips open because I guess it was rotting out in the sun for so long because this was like during the summer months, and a fucking snout comes out. Turns out they were severed animal heads that were just rotting out in the sun for weeks. It was like 3 weeks they were out there, and the fucking thing was like this big. We thought it was like a horse's head or like obviously it was a goat head. But the fucking thing was like, it was massive. It took both of us to pick up the bag, and it was like maybe 10 bags of just severed animal heads because they do Santeria over in the Bronx where they're just cutting fucking heads and dropping them off on street corners and shit. So there's your spooky, nasty ass, fucking crazy story for the week. Hope that makes you happy. Gordon over the mascot. You're damn right. I pre-ordered all 3 of Mezco exclusives. CM Brock, awesome. I'm sure you're going to be able to flip them or keep them if you like, whatever you want to do there. None of my business. I can't wait for Mezco to do a Robin. Yes, Mr. Alexander Hill. Thank you for joining us. Never seen you here before. And that is an awesome thing that Mezco should do. Mezco needs to do Mario's back with us. Mezco needs to do a fucking Robin figure. I'm not a Damian guy. I like Dick Grayson Robin, but my favorite Robin is actually Tim Drake because I like Dick Grayson as Nightwing. So they need to do a Nightwing. They need to do a Nightwing variant in his disco outfit. And then a Tim Drake. Go ahead, Baz.
Do they do a Robin in his green short panties?
They're definitely not. They're never going to do that. Mezco only does figures based on what their version, their iteration is. A lot of people on the message boards say stuff like, "Oh, we want this version, and why can't they make that version from this comic?" And it's like Mezco doesn't do that. Mezco does their version of figures. For the most part, and there are exceptions to the rule, but for the most part, it's like their interpretations of it.
Yeah. So what's he got to come with, bro? He got to come with the staff, right?
See, Mez said he wouldn't do it on the Hot Toys Cast podcast. Well, then he's an idiot because there's an entire fucking fan base out there that wants it. Like an entire you can't have Batman without fucking Robin. He's such an integral character, not just a Batman mythos, but to the DC universe in and of itself. That's like saying, oh, we're going to do an X-Men team, but we're not doing, I don't know, who, like Nightcrawler or something. Then it's not the X-Men. It's just the fucking whatever. Like, it's like, oh, we're going to make the Justice League. We're not going to have an integral character or whatever you want to
say. For a time growing up, like, I didn't understand Batman without Robin. We'll get to that later. We're going to talk about the movie. So, but yeah.
So now that we spent a ridiculous amount of time on collectibles and stuff, we are going to be doing the retrospective on the Batman 89 movie. So I have come equipped with my Kenner turtleneck version of Michael Keaton figure, right? I actually came downstairs one day. I have a, Napier with me tonight over here. And I have these guys up in the shelf, and I come down and I'm always staring at my collectibles. And I see him standing like this on the Joker stand one day, and I'm like, what the hell is this thing doing in there? And Laura's like, my wife's like little joke, she fucks with the collectibles and stuff, so she's like, yeah, put him in there. She's like, you got to keep him in there. That's the Keats. So we got little Keats, right? We got Jack Napier, and I also got a coaster of Batman cereal that I have in there as well. So I have like a whole bunch of 80s coasters of all
so it's
80s cereals.
Like it's like looks like peanut butter crunch kind of shit, right?
It is. It was basically Captain Crunch. You ate this, and your mouth turned into chop suey, pretty much. The whole top of your mouth was shredded. It's like one of those things where it tastes so good, and you're like crunching on like broken glass, like, oh, good, but now I'm gonna fucking have like a ripped up mouth for a month. So this is with us tonight. Here, we'll do. Well, I can't even see the way I got it. The way I used to do the show is I used to be able to show a lot more shit off. And we'll do this, whatever. Okay, Rob, just a fan of 1/6 Bob the Goon. Yes, I would buy that, but it's never coming out. How about an Alexander Knox? Rob, just a fan. Awesome. That's his favorite character from that movie.
King, who's this? King of the Wicker People.
We're gonna name. We decided in the green room that we're gonna rename the Red Cup review to Knox's Grant. That's gonna be the new name of the channel. Baz, give us a breakdown of your and everybody in the live also chime in. Tell us what your first experience with the 89 movie was like.
Well, first of all, I saw it with two of my delinquent friends from City Island. And we went to some theater in New Rochelle, like one of those old theaters that have like They have like like that mezzanine area up top or something, and you have the seats on the ground. And so I got to my seat first. The other two guys are getting their popcorn, and my friend is like walking, like trying to make his way to our seats. He has this big giant tub of popcorn, right? And there's this giant fat black lady sitting next to me. And I'm like, oh shit, this is gonna be fun, right? So he's like inching his way. Then all of a sudden, boom, he trips and he falls on top of the woman with the popcorn falling all over her into her chest. Right next to me. And I'm like, oh my God, this is great. I'm loving this experience already. So he gets up, he sits next to me. The other guy, he came late and he comes in. And we watch him, and he's like, he doesn't know where we're sitting. So he comes in, and then he's looking up. He goes upstairs, right? Goes upstairs. He doesn't find us, and he has like fucking all this popcorn and soda. And then he comes down, and he starts screaming, "Yo, where the fuck are you guys?" We're like, dude, calm down. This is packed night, okay? This is, first night. So he finally comes. We get our seats. So then, all right. So we watch the movie. All right. First thoughts. Okay. All right. It starts off with what you think is the his origin scene, right? With the kid and his parents, and they're walking to the alleyway, and you're like, oh shit, this is like Bruce Wayne and his parents, and no, it turns out it's a fake out. Right? Were you faked out by that? Did you think that little asshole was Bruce Wayne?
I thought it was. Well, you got to remember, I was young when I saw this, but at the same time, I kind of thought that was a young Bruce too. I was, let's see, 89. I was 7 when this movie came out. I was just about my son's age. He's, and I was kind of faked out by that too. And here's something that I read recently that I thought was pretty funny about that scene. Batman literally watches a family get mugged, and almost the same fucking thing happened. And he just like lets it play out, like back and like see what goes on here. I'm not gonna prevent the crime from happening, I'm gonna let it.
Oh my God, it's so true.
And then go and be reactive to this whole fucking thing.
Oh my God, movies, man, movie logic, man. When you really think about this stuff, it all breaks down. But yeah, so it turns out then you see that, the two thieves up on the rooftop, and then like the guy's like, let's get out of here. And he's like, oh, Johnny Gobbs, man, Johnny Gobbs, he got ripped and took a walk off a roof or whatever. And then, in the background, you see him come down with his outstretched hands and the friggin', the cape looking like bat wings. He looked like friggin' Dracula slowly coming down. It was like the coolest friggin' scene. And, like he moved, like the way he moved is kind of like slow. Like, weren't you used to like a Batman from the comics that was more agile and all over the place?
Yeah, because at the time, I don't know. I don't think Jim Aparo was drawing him back. I think he was drawing him a little bit earlier than this. But I remembered at this time, again, this is around the same time I bought my first comic, which was when that Jose Luis Garcia version of Batman. It was the DC superheroes blue, agile, a little bit thinner Batman. Throwing batarangs and flipping around and shit on one hand, doing shit like that. So to see Batman like this was a little jarring at first.
Right, exactly. So he kind of moved like Darth Vader a little bit almost. But that outfit weighed like 80 pounds or something, 60 to 80 pounds. So then they shoot him. He comes down. He confronts the two robbers, and they shoot him. He goes down and he comes back up, and it's like, oh wow, okay, now Batman's friggin' bulletproof. He was never bulletproof in the comics, right?
No, so this is like only his cowl was, and the gauntlets and the cape.
You sure?
I'm pretty sure. I thought that Batman's only part of his body that was armored up was the symbol, and everywhere that was blue was like Kevlar.
Because that may have been just added in by Frank Miller in Dark Knight Returns.
Well, yeah, I know that the part behind his chest was that made sense for him to have this big thing on his chest. But for some reason, I always in my head pictured that his outfit wasn't spandex. It was his outfit was spandex, but the rest was Kevlar.
Because I remember comics with him getting shanked.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember right through.
Cut up, like the outfit being ripped and shit, like on the arms and in his sides and shit. So go ahead.
So now this was like a new element brought into the mythos. a Batman with friggin' armor. And hey, it makes sense, right? You know, he's going out there with, you know, against crooks with guns and knives and machine guns and all this stuff. It makes sense for him to be armored. So, you know, like that scene where they tap at him and he's like, "Oh, look at this putty."
Some kind
or
of
whatever.
body armor.
Yeah, but okay, so back to that rooftop scene, you know, when he grabs the guy and he's like, "What are you? What are you, man?" And he's like, "I'm Batman." That was amazing. That was iconic. Wouldn't you say?
What? Oh yeah. What are you? I'm Batman.
I'm Batman. That was like.
Well, but then everything after every actor after that had to say I'm Batman. That became part of Batman saying I'm Batman. You know, except for when Adam West turns around and says shit like, "When I came around, I didn't have to say I'm Batman. People just knew who I was."
So then, you know, but you know, then it became very Joker centric. I mean, a lot of people were saying like, "Oh man, this is like the Joker movie," because you got like the full origin of the Joker in this.
Yeah.
Which I loved his name, Jack Napier. I thought that was a cool name, making him a gangster. That was all cool. Friggin', you know, Jack Palance as his boss. What's that whole scene with "You're my right hand man" or something like, you know, him telling Jack, and then he later did that to Bob the Goon.
I gotta tell you, as far as origins of the Joker goes, I'm not really the biggest fan of the failed comedian thing, and I think the new movie looks pretty good for it. But for a guy that goes up against Batman, I like him to be a little bit more formidable than just some comedian guy. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, then it's like one punch and done, kind of like, how the fuck is this regular just stand-up comedian? Like Louis C.K. turns into the fucking Joker, bro. You serious? You know, like, come on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh my god, that'd be hilarious, though.
So, but
okay, but like we were saying, like before the show, some of the things that he said in that movie seemed like it was like taken from another planet, like stuff I never heard before. I'm of a mind to make some mookie. It's like, what? What the fuck is he saying? Never rub another man's rhubarb. I mean, all this stuff. Like, I think he ad lib a lot of that. You think?
He might have. It was just off the wall. That's why I really liked about this version of the Joker, and that Kev's Matrix mentioned that the fact that he wasn't happy with the fact that he was like an updated version of Cesar Romero. I think that for the time it worked perfectly, because you got to think in terms of general audiences, not just comic book readers. Okay, comic book readers are going to see the Joker one way. General movie-going audiences know that the Joker at the time is Cesar Romero. Cesar Romero actually did a pretty good job for the show that it was. So now you have Cesar Romero, but with this crazy dialed up to 11. And I thought that was a good idea to kind of ease people into this newer version of the Joker by giving them something familiar at the same time.
So what did you think of Knox? Let's talk about some secondary characters.
You know, nowadays I love everything about the movie. Because nowadays I have a very nostalgic love for it. I love his lines, the quirky characters in the movie. I'm looking at it through different glasses at this point. But back then, I didn't like Knox. I didn't like Vicky Vale. I didn't like any of that other side stuff when I was a kid, because I was like, this is just taking away from Batman. I want to see fucking Batman and the Joker. I don't want to see all these other, and it was way too much screen time for all these other characters in the movie. But nowadays, I don't feel that way. Nowadays, I like Knox and his goofiness and his quirkiness. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was kind of like the Snapper car of the movie, kind of. You know.
What about Eckhart? Is just like, I wonder why they didn't just use Bullock, because what's his name? Detective Eckhart could have just been Bullock.
Yeah, that was Bullock.
Harvey Bullock, right?
Harvey Bullock.
Eckhart is just even more disgusting. It's like he looks like a guy that craps his own pants and just like stays in it and just stews in it all day because he just likes the way it feels. Like, he's just nasty. You know? Oh God. He's like even more disgusting Bullock. But
I like that. I like that layer of the movie. I like that. I liked him, the corrupt cop stuff. And he was pretty much, and what's his face in even the new movie. That's a classic case of Hollywood just going, okay, we're going to take a character and just give him a different name.
Yeah.
The movie, and we're just going to dig it. But even in the Dark Knight movie, they had the new Bullock in that movie too, right? Like, your kids don't like falafel. Yeah. That was the same fucking character.
Oh, that guy.
That's the
Yeah, he was
Eggheart
another
of the
version of Bullet
modern.
too.
That's the modern Eggheart. You
The
know,
kids don't like falafel. Oh my god, what a piece of shit.
exactly. Kev's Matrix. Alfred was perfect. I like Alfred a little bit more. I mean, Michael Goh is awesome for
Yeah.
that movie. For that movie, everybody kind of fits for the quirkiness and the weirdness of Tim Burton's style. Everything works. Not saying that. I like Alfred to be a little bit more of like an ex MI6 agent, field medic type shit going on. I don't need him to be fucking 007, but because he's old now, but I also need a guy that's convincing that sews up Batman and you know helps him devise tactics and shit and isn't just the butler, you know.
Yeah, he was cool though.
No, he's cool. Yeah, and
He was looking after him, and you know, it's just I like his like.
In that movie, he works great. Like when and it's just a testament of the quirkiness of Keaton. He played off of it so well. Like in the beginning of the movie, when Keaton takes the pen and just sticks it in the fucking plant, and then he comes by immediately and picks it up.
Yeah,
and then
it was
takes
cool.
a sip of the drink, puts it down, and he just takes it. Like it's like I'm always wiping up after this fucking crazy asshole.
When he talks about like Vicky Vale, he's always trying to get him to get married. He's
he's always.
There seems to be a lightness when she's around the house, sir. And he's like, Alfred, why don't you marry her?
Yeah, exactly. You can tell that we've discussed it. We've been having this conversation for I don't know, just how old is the movie? 30 years, Baz. We've been having this discussion for about 25 years.
You know what? See, I love when he's in the apartment with Vicky Vale, and she keeps talking, and then he just grabs her and just shoves her down. And he takes his jacket off. He's like, "Listen," it's like, "Whoa!"
Yeah, exactly. It gets rough with her.
Yeah. Didn't he tell her to shut up?
Yeah, I like you right now. You're a great girl, but for right now, I need you to shut up.
Yeah. That was like from the old school, like Jack Cagney type movies where they used to like smack the girl.
Yeah. Sit down, doll. I got something to tell you.
Sit down. I got something to tell you. It was like it was that without the smack.
But
hashtag Me Too is gonna hit us, bro.
Oh,
anyway,
yeah, this is getting flagged. So, dude, all right, real quick, I put up that the Wonder Woman statue review from Tweeterhead.
Yeah.
And it was actually demonetized for the first like 65, 70 views. And I had to contest it. You ready for this? I had to contest it with why it was demonetized. And I was going over the video myself, and I was trying to figure out what could possibly have demonetized it. And I actually say in the video why Wonder Woman wears her armbands. And it was actually because of, and I can't say it now because this video will probably also get demonetized, but the word begins with being in S word with chains, and then they have to break their chains and kind of gain their freedom, if you know what I'm talking about.
Oh,
and I mentioned that in the video, and that got flagged, and I had to get it reviewed, and they were like, all right, no, the video's fine. But apparently that's not a word or a subject matter they want people talking about.
So was it a viewer who flagged it, or is it automatic flag?
It was an automatic flag. It was a robot flag, so it was flagged basically probably based on the words I was using, like mint. Put the words together, fill it in, so whatever. Anyways, so that's what happened with that video.
Yeah, it's like you have to act like you're on Sesame Street to like not be demonetized nowadays.
Exactly, pretty much.
And that's the whole appeal. That's the whole appeal of like these kind of shows, like on the internet, is that like it's just us being, real, us being regular guys talking off the cuff. But no, they don't want that.
To talk off the cuff without being an asshole about it.
Well, what did you do? You were an asshole?
No, I was just talking about why she lost her armbands. Like
that's what I'm saying. There you go.
Doesn't matter though. It's like it's the context of why the Amazons were by that god that took control of Themyscira and did that stuff to them, and then see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying, guys? But whatever. If you guys want to, now part of me wants to go, I'm out of here, but I'm not going to do that. And then it's not even about monetization. I made like $8 so far. It's about just having fun talking to my friends on YouTube.
Anyway, so Batman '89, come on, man.
Yes, back to Batman. All right, so my experience with Batman '89 going to the theater, I don't really remember it that much. I was 7 years old. It was a Friday. My aunt came and picked me up out of school. She said she was the classic, we have to take Rob out of school. I was in kindergarten or first grade. '89. No, I was in second grade. I was in second or third grade. And she came in and she was like, Robert Delgado, get to the principal's office right now. So I got dismissed, went to the principal's office. Something happened in the family. And my aunt was like, we got to come. There's a family issue, emergency. So we walk outside and she's like, all right, the cab's waiting for us. We're going to see Batman. So that's, we got in the car, in the cab. We went to go see Batman. We saw it at the Whitestone movie theater. And I don't know if this was the same week, but I remember opening night, there was the shooting at the Whitestone online for the people that were buying soda and popcorn. And I think I had saw it earlier in the day. So I saw it apparently the same day at the same theater that the shooting happened at, or later on that night.
There was always an earlier showing that that anybody went to the Whitestone to see, and there was a shooting later on.
Yeah, pretty much.
There's always a shooting at night.
It was just like, oh, people are getting shot at the Whitestone. Okay, it's, you know,
yeah,
sky's blue, water's wet, whatever.
Yeah, they had armed security there.
After that, yeah. Yep, yes, they most certainly did. So that was my experience seeing it as a kid. I enjoyed obviously all the Batman parts. However, it was, I don't want to say it was boring. I wasn't ever really bored with the movie as a whole. I was just so happy to have anything that was superhero related. Like, I mean, I saw A Quest for Peace in the theater, and then that was in '87, right? And then 2 years later, we got this movie, and that movie was just so bad. But again, as a kid, now I was 7, 6, 5. I was 5 years old when I saw that, so it didn't matter. Superman was flying around doing shit, and as a kid, I didn't even think about how bad the movie was.
I also think there was nothing like I mean, it brought Batman really to like its earliest origins, like the earliest version of Batman, to like where he was like a pulp character, you know, in the late 30s when he was created.
That's what I kind of liked about it. In that,
exactly,
like, it was very like the cartoon that came out in '92 was very Art Deco, you know, Gothic Art Deco style. This movie, I would. This is never going to happen, but I would love for them to do a period piece with Batman where it's like everything is Art Deco looking. I love that look for Gotham City. It's just, it's not cost effective if you want to do something like that nowadays, to be building these ginormous sets and shit. But I just love the world that Batman was in, because it felt, which is funny because Dick Tracy came out a year later. It felt very Dick Tracy without being, it was cooler. It was like a darker, more evil Dick Tracy, like if you were to compare the movies. But like, whereas one was so colorful, that both had like that, like you said, that pulp feel to it, kind of. It felt like it was its own thing, like a comic strip come to life, you know? Like
it actually made me go back and read like the early Batman comics, because like my history with Batman was like stuff in the 80s, Batman and the Outsiders, like JLA, Detective Comics, like from like 80 to like 84. You know, Jim Aparo, that kind of era. And like the Super Friends, you know, where it's like, you know, Batman and Robin all the time, you know, not as dark, wearing the blue outfit, you know.
That's one thing I really didn't care for that much, and it had to grow on me. I'm not a fan of Batman in all black. When Batman's in black, I like him to have his gray. The gray and black outfit is cool. My favorite version of Batman is the blue and gray Jim Aparo version, but I know that that's not going to work nowadays. But I guess the closest thing you're going to get to that is the updated Hush Jim Lee colors, which is fine because I love the blue and gray. I like Batman with a little bit of color in his outfit. My son hates it. My son likes the all black outfit or the black and gray, because he has a point. Batman's a ninja. He has to sneak up on people. He needs to be as incognito as possible. But I like the idea. I want to see the symbol. That's what I hated about the fucking Nolan movies. I hated those Batman outfits. First of all, I hated Batman Begins' outfit because I hated the way the cowl looked. Never a fan of that. And even though I kind of liked a little bit more the Batman outfit in the next two movies, you didn't get to see the bat. You saw no definition. When the outfit's all black, there's nothing to it. It's like, now I'm just wearing like a ninja outfit. To me, Batman's more than that. I don't know. He still has to be a superhero.
Well, those movies were a reaction to Batman and Robin, right? Because Batman and Robin just killed the friggin' franchise. So then they went into this ultra realistic mode, which was great. But of course, the whole superhero motif stuff is going to suffer when you go that realistic, hyper realistic.
Well, I guess if I had to choose,
it's an evolution.
Yeah, no, I
Huh?
understand. I understand like how things work, the blowback from it and stuff. If I had to choose my favorite Batman
Yeah.
outfit, it would be the Batman BVS outfit. Not the Justice League one. I didn't really like the cowl in that either, but I like the Batman versus Superman Batman outfit where there's the gray and the black and shit.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
symbol, that
dude.
shit looks dope.
Yeah, he looks straight out of the freaking. He looks like Jim Lee's Batman.
Yeah. Getting back to the movie, let's see. There's a lot of silly shit in the movie. I kind of liked it. I like the idea that the Joker had jokery things. A lot of people that like the Ledger Joker, he's the best. He's the end all be all. Yeah, he was great for that version of Joker, for that universe of Batman. He was amazing and it was perfect. But I like my Joker to be a little bit more jokey, have jokes. Like he's the Joker for a reason. He's a homicidal, crazy maniac guy, but he still does stupid gags. There was
That commercial was hilarious. All new Joker products.
Yeah, it was funny, man. That's like shit Joker would do. That shit the Joker would do in the card. The Mark Hamill Joker would do shit like that.
Yeah. Love that smiley.
Yeah, I love that Joker.
Oh, love that Joker.
That
Yeah.
smile.
Yeah.
The green locks, the luscious hair, and a skin complexion, so that only your Undertaker would know the difference.
Yeah.
He's great,
Yeah.
man. It's good shit for that style of movie. It was great, and I love the gag stuff. I like the hand buzzer. You want to do a little bit more of a modern twist with Joker doing jokery things without having stupid shit like the acid flower and that. He should give him let him pick up a fucking sledgehammer or something and smash someone in the head with it or something, but like a colorful one, like he spray painted it because he's just crazy. There was a thing on Facebook I saw. I don't know where it's from. It was a guy, some famous artist probably drew it, of the animated Joker, right? And there's a dude like on his knees, like begging for his life, and the Joker's like, "That's it. This is the last straw." And it's the cartoon Joker, and he pulls out. He's gonna blow his brains out, right? So he pulls out a fish.
Yeah.
Out of his pocket, and he's like ready to shoot the guy, and then he looks at it and he like has like a quizzical look on his face, like where the hell did I get this from? And then he like tosses it and he's laughing in the next panel and he's like, that was the wrong pocket. Could you imagine that? And then he pulls out a real gun and shoots the guy in the face. So it's like that's the Joker. He's like crazy, and he would just be randomly carrying a fish in his pocket, but it's the wrong pocket, sorry, now I'm gonna blow your fucking head off, you know?
Although the museum scene is excellent.
Somebody mentioned earlier in the comments about like the Hot Toys versions of Jokers and stuff, and they were talking about like the mime version. A lot of people were saying that like a Jack Napier gangster version, like pre-Joker figure would be cool. Yes, it would be. I would like a museum. This should have came with another head sculpt with the museum thing with the face paint, like kind of melted off. Yeah, that was cool, man. Where does he get these wonderful toys version of the Joker? That'd be awesome. Why'd he kill Bob though? That was his number one guy. That's what makes it so fucking good, man.
Yeah, he's like that much of a dick.
He's just fucking nuts, man. He kills his girlfriend. He's just like, oh my god, I can't believe he stole my balloons. Give me your gun. And then he shoots his best friend. It's just like,
I remember watching that when Batman's doing that thing with the pincers in front of the Batwing, and I'm like, what made him put that in front of the fucking Batwing? Like, was he like putting that in, going, if anybody has balloons filled with deadly gas, I need to put in a pincer in front of the Batwing.
That's part 66 66 Batman, right? The Batman TV show. And that was also, I think, the origin of Batman is always prepared, right? He's prepared for everything. So he has an answer to everything at all times. With preparation, Batman is ready to go. So maybe he felt like he had thought like there's going to be something going on with the balloons, and he had him and Alfred worked on it and installed it. Who the fuck knows? Maybe we're just asking questions that don't. Yeah, there you go. Just write it up like that, right?
Yeah.
How are we going to get rid of it? It's going to be super easy, barely an inconvenience. Speaking of which, there's this thing on Screen Rant, because I'm just like obsessed with this now. Screen Rant on YouTube, and it's called Movie Pitches. And this guy has me fucking cracking up laughing for every movie pitch he does. And he has like over 120 videos where he pitches like the studio movie pitches. And he's got like catchphrases and shit. It's fucking hilarious. So it's, Screen Rant movie pitch. Go watch it. You'll thank me later. or you'll be like, Rob, you're a fucking idiot. I watched it and didn't laugh. You'll tell me next week. All right.
Now, what do you think about the whole thing? Hold on. What do you think about the whole thing about Batman killing in the first two movies, the Burton movies? Because if you go back to the Golden Age Batman, he did kill. Like, he would punch somebody and they'd like fall off a roof or something, and like he wouldn't care. Like, he didn't like set out to kill somebody, but if they happened to die in the process of him kicking their ass, he was cool with it, you know. And he did use machine guns on his Batwing and all this shit. So
yeah, he was just dead up trying to shoot the Joker down, right? Like, he was just trying to fucking shoot people down.
But that was legit the Golden Age Batman. Like I said, he was a pulp character. They didn't have this whole thing about heroes not killing.
I like the Batman rule of Batman not killing. I like that. And nowadays, I'm the whole hook, line, and sinker into this whole Batman shouldn't kill because he's got to have his one rule and all that. I'm a firm believer in that. That's what makes him a hero, like more heroic. It's what makes him not the fucking Punisher wearing a bat outfit, basically. You know,
that's also what probably allows, like, you know, that's why the Gotham PD are allowed, like, they give him leeway because he's not a killer. He goes out and captures.
Yeah.
So therefore, that's why they don't give him a hard time and let him do his thing.
Too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rob, just a fan. Also, Batman '89 with guns on the Batmobile and Batplane. What the fuck? Yeah, word.
What about in the second one where he takes the friggin' the bomb with the dynamite and puts it in Cheap Swenson's pants?
Yeah, and then he literally lights another dude on fire.
Oh yeah,
burns him to death.
Yeah.
At the time, I didn't give a fuck. It was just like, you know what, the higher body count, the better. Fuck it. In that world, in that universe, it makes sense. That's fine. I like the newer version of Batman where he's not just murdering people. But I'll tell you what, though, this gentleman right here gets away with a lot in my book. There are three people now that Tom Hardy's actually a thing that get away with a lot of things in my book. Michael Keaton, well, now the fucking thing is just growing. The list is just growing out of control. But Michael Keaton, Liam Neeson, Tom Hardy, and Kurt Russell can do no wrong. That's my fucking Justice League of actors that can pretty much do just about whatever the fuck they want on camera. And I'm just like, yeah, fuck it. Sure. Great. Whatever. Awesome. I just like watching those guys act. And Michael Keaton gets a pass, man. He's the fucking Keats, bro. You know?
Yeah. Also for me, Ernest from the Ernest Goes to Camp series. He could also do zero wrong. He's amazing.
Arnie.
Yeah, exactly. So you even know his name. That's how much you love him.
That's because I love him, bro. I love Ernest Goes to Camp.
We have the same taste, man. I'm telling you.
CM Brock, right? He blew up all those bad guys in that factory with the bombs in the first movie. He was killing everybody.
He really was.
Pretty much. He detonates an entire factory full of like just standby scientists and people and shit, you know, that were being held at gunpoint to create shit. Oh, here's something that I loved about this movie.
Listen, you get into crime, you know the stakes, you know what you're playing.
Yeah, no, that is true. Listen,
right,
man,
so...
you know, same thing about the fucking guys that installed the toilet mains on the Death Star, right?
Here we go. They did. And I'm sure they were paid.
You took
they were paid hazard pay. Yeah.
So
overtime. They got overtime.
One of my favorite scenes in this Batman in Batman '89 was, okay, so the Joker has his Joker commercial, right? Which is just ridiculous how all of a sudden he has all these things, right? And all these Joker stuff, right? Like why aren't the cops closing on Access Chemicals? So it's obviously producing all this shit. I love the fact that Batman actually does detective work and has that whole speech to Alfred where he's like, it's not the lipstick or the hairspray, but if you combine them all and you use this product with like the deodorant, it ignites that was like their way of doing like the laughing gas kind of thing. Like where the people.
Yeah, but then how come he never gets credit? They never give credit to that movie for Batman doing detective work. They're always like, oh, well, we have yet to see Batman as a detective.
Well, he
did it in that movie.
I don't think it's enough. I don't think he's doing enough detecting. He does it in that movie. He doesn't do it at all in the next movie, really. He doesn't do it in Batman Forever. He doesn't do it in Batman and Robin. There's like that's like not real detective work. He does it a little bit in The Dark Knight when he like has the bullets and he recreates the shattered bullet with the fingerprints when he has the thing set up. And he's shooting the gun at the different test dummies or cinder blocks rather. That was cool. But in this, you get to see Batman is actually an expert in chemistry. And then he's like, oh, chemistry. Who else was an expert in chemistry? And then he goes and he investigates Napier and finds out that he was a chemistry major in college, which is pretty fucking awesome. And he's able to put 2 and 2 together, and it makes the whole movie kind of come together in that scene for me at least. And I just love that that aspect in the movie. Rob Just Fan writes, I always loved the Diet Coke commercial with Alfred and Batman in my Indiana Jones in my Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade VHS. That's awesome. That's an old school one. They probably got that one on YouTube. So after you're done watching this, go watch that. Cool commercial. Okay. And also the OnStar one. They had OnStar back in 1989, or are we talking about like newer movies?
No, that was later on. That was later on.
And then you had like obviously, I don't want to get off on these other Batman movies. Then you have like the whole Burger King, I'll get drive-through bullshit. Oh no, that was McDonald's. I'll get drive-through, right? With the Batman Forever.
I'll get drive-through. That was 94. So that was like 95.
95.
Yeah, that was OnStar too. Batman was like 95 or later, maybe Batman and Robin.
Right, something like that. Yeah.
But I remember that everybody was like, "Oh, that Batman looks great." The guy who played the Batman in OnStar. It wasn't any of the actors.
Oh shit! All right.
Yeah.
Nice. Very cool. I like Kevin Porter's Batman in the what is that? Bat in the Sun Productions that does the superhero battles, like with the two superheroes fight each other, like Batman versus Wolverine and shit. I like that Batman.
Batman versus Darth Vader is sick.
Yeah, that's Kevin Porter playing Batman.
Yeah.
I underestimate nothing. And he fucking pulls out the lightsaber. Oh my god.
Cool.
If I ever had a fucking bat erection before. I think it's kind of hard to do in a 2-hour movie. If it was a lot of detective work, then people would say it's not enough action. Yeah. Okay, I could see that. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess what you would have to do is you would have to have maybe a villain that kind of maybe reoccurs through 2 movies. Like the Joker, if Heath Ledger didn't die, he was going to be the antagonist again in The Dark Knight Rises, along with other villains, but he was going to be like the main guy again. And I think if you're going to do a movie where like you got a Batman movie, right? So you have Batman 1, and then the villain is actually going to escape at the end of Batman 1, and he's going to follow him into Batman 2. Then you could do a little bit of detective work in 1, a little bit more in 2, and maybe you'll feel like you're getting your bellies full. Mr. Wayne will be a bit late, Miss Vale. And yeah, fucking awesome. Oh, there's another funny video. Okay. Plug here. There is a Facebook group called the Unofficial Michael Keaton Academy of Getting Nuts. Okay. And they are the fucking funniest page on Facebook. And they obsess over the 89 and 92 Batman movies. And most of their memes are based around that one scene, the one to get nuts scene, right? So they constantly are making new memes and stuff. So go follow the Unofficial Michael Keaton Academy of Getting Nuts on Facebook. And another reason why I'm plugging them is that I'm actually in their Batman Forever review. So they do like movie reviews, right? So they did a review of Batman Forever, and they asked me to do like a clip in there. And I do a little bit of a clip where I break down the Batman Forever movie. So if you want to go see me talk for about 3 minutes in the middle of that review on their page about Batman Forever, it's pretty funny. It's probably some of the it's funny.
I absolutely love that scene, except it would always bother me that he like confronted the Joker in that setting, and he didn't know what caliber weapon he had on him, and he took that metal tray and put it near his heart.
Yeah,
and that's what saved him, because the Joker just so happened to shoot him there.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then, went over to him and didn't shoot him again and just left him laying there. Like, I was thinking, well, what if the Joker just started shooting you in your face? He's a psycho, right? What if the Joker didn't aim for your heart, or he aimed somewhere else? I was like, that is just like, that's gambling too much. I was like, oh, this is fucking.
Well, he probably
fucking movie logic.
Like, I mean, he probably figured in that moment he was dead anyway. Like, all right, I'm dead anyway. So I'm just gonna put this over my heart, because if he doesn't shoot me in the face, chances are I'll live through anything else. So it's the plate. It's a fucking serving tray, right? So
yeah,
he's got it over his lung and his fucking heart. So as long as he shoots me between my collarbone and like where my stomach is, I'll be all right.
No,
What do you think of that scene in general? The
maybe.
want to get nuts scene. Yeah, I love it. That
It's
was
fucking
actually not
hilarious.
supposed to be in that movie.
Yeah.
That scene was forced in by
Oh.
there was a guy who was one of the producers of the movies who is he's actually like a legit fighter guy. Did you ever see the
Mhm.
documentary that the guy that passed away last year that we did? Remember the Superman, whatever happened to the Superman with Nicolas Cage documentary? Did you see that documentary? Okay, so they
Yeah.
talk about this
Yeah.
producer in that movie.
Like
There you go,
Jonathan
that's
Peters
him.
or something? Is that
And
the hairdresser?
yeah,
Yeah.
he mandated that scene be put in the movie because it was going to make Batman look more like a badass. So he has to do some kind of badass thing. So he's like,
Mhm.
oh, he'll rage out and do the whole want to get nuts thing. And they did not want to put that in the movie. They thought it was kind of stupid. And nowadays,
It is kind of stupid, but it didn't make him look badass. It made him look like a psycho,
yeah,
which I thought played well into the way he was already playing Bruce Wayne as like neurotic, strange, so I thought it fit.
I mean, come on, it gave us 30 years worth of fucking funny memes and just funny shit and you want to get nuts. I mean, come on, bro. It's like it worked in for the long haul.
Mhm.
I think it had that scene has some of the most longevity out of any scene in that movie. Like out of
And
the whole
plus,
movie.
being also us being Italian, we love shit like that when people just flip out
Well, that's
like
what that
that,
guy is.
get
That
angry.
guy, I think he's an Italian dude, and he's like, "Oh, come on, like how that's what you do,
We
whatever."
laugh at we laugh at shit like that.
Rob's just a fan says, "What actress would be his sidekick Harley back in the day?" So in 1989, we both know, and I'm sure I could speak for Baz when I say this, that if Harley Quinn was in The Dark Knight, that it would the perfect Harley Quinn would have been, um, shit. Why do I have this big setup and then I fucking forget, man.
the chick from
Unfucking
the chick from Clueless in
Yes, the
Sin
girl from
City.
Clueless.
Yeah, I forgot her name too. She's awesome. She passed away.
Yes, she would have been a fantastic Harley Quinn.
She's the girl who goes, "I'll never tell."
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
So if it was 1989, who are you picking for Harley Quinn? He says Drew Barrymore? Question mark. She might have been too young back in '89.
she's not good enough as an actress. She has the right look.
I don't know. I don't know who I would pick. I am I gonna Alicia Silver? No, not Alicia Silverstone. Definitely not Brittany Murphy. There you go.
Brittany Murphy,
Kevin
Alicia
Bacon, Brittany Murphy.
Silverstone, Uncle Alfred, Uncle
Oh
Alfred.
God! Oh my God! If I ever wanted
Oh
to
dear.
fucking throw a fucking brick through my television,
What was her name in the movie? Barbara was something. It wasn't Gordon because she wasn't related to Gordon.
Barbara Alfred.
Yeah. Was it Barbara Pennyworth? Nah, I don't know.
1980 to 1990 actresses. Hold on a second.
Her being in that movie and that whole scene with the bicycle, the bike race was just bullshit. That was like akin to like introducing Rose Tico and the whole friggin' scene at the casino in the Last Jedi.
Oh God. Let's see. Michelle Pfeiffer Michelle Pfeiffer played Catwoman, so there goes that.
She's the best Catwoman
She
in
really
my
is.
yeah.
Now you got to think 80s. I'm looking right here. Meg Ryan. She kind of fits
No,
in with them. I don't think so either, but she fits in with that troop of the troop of
I don't
actors.
think there was anybody until friggin' Brittany Murphy,
Yeah, kind of right. I
and
mean,
that's early '90s.
I'm looking here. I'm seeing Elizabeth Shue, Sharon Stone. I don't like either one of them. Leah Thompson, not a fan. What
They
about
have that.
Winona? What about Winona Ryder?
All right, that chick who played Tank Girl. She has
Oh,
like a
Lori
quirk.
Petty. Lori Petty
Yeah,
that's good choice. Good choice. I had
she has a weird kind of voice, and
I said Winona Ryder only because she fits in with the what's his face. Like he probably would have picked her just
mhm.
because Tim Burton has a hard on for Winona Ryder. Um, let's see. Well, Sean Young was really trying to
Nah, she's too old.
No,
Too old.
Sean Young was trying to be Catwoman. So if Sean Young would have been Catwoman, would Michelle Pfeiffer have been a good? Say Sean Young gets cast as Catwoman. Do you make Michelle Pfeiffer Harley Quinn?
Yeah, that could work.
You know, it would have been too bad.
You know,
Madonna. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. You know, Madonna.
she's a terrible actress.
I don't know.
You know, Batman Forever originally had Rene Russo. What you call it as
Meridian, Chase Meridian.
Was it Chase Meridian or Catwoman? I don't know. I think it was Chase Meridian. It was supposed to be Rene Russo.
Who I think is better looking than the other girl. I really used to like Rene Russo, and I think she's still beautiful, but whatever.
And the Riddler was supposed to be Robin Williams.
Yes, which actually a lot of people might have laughed at the time, but after seeing that movie with the camera where he plays the fucking crazy guy that takes the pictures.
Oh, that was great. Yeah.
He plays the fucking the killer in that movie. I think it would have worked. I actually have to go upstairs and turn the breaker on to my attic. So Baz, you're gonna have to take over the show for at least 2 minutes.
Okay, go for it.
Whatever. Talk about whatever. Take a look in the fucking chat and whatever. Be back in a minute, guys.
This friggin' clown. He leaves his own show. Can't have somebody turn the breaker on for him. Anyway, what's up, guys? If you have any stupid questions or want to talk about anything, just let me know. I'm looking at the chat. Shelley Duvall? Oh, shit. That beanpole? No. She's too much of a goofball. No. Damn, that was quick.
I just had to turn the fucking breaker on.
Baz, where's your pop? Oh, my pop or my pork? Because I have a pop. I have an Adam West pop that I actually bought so that Adam West could sign, but he friggin' died before I was able to get him to do it.
What's that?
My Adam West pop that I bought.
Oh yeah.
And I had planned out to meet him at Terrificon, and then he passed away. Yeah.
What do you think of the does the '89 Batman and Nicholson hot toy still hold up today?
That's the greatest friggin' hot toy, period.
Which one?
The Joker hot toy.
Joker, this is your vote for greatest hot toy, huh?
Hell's yeah, that's my grail, dude.
I'll tell you, the head sculpt totally holds up. It's still, in my opinion, better than a lot of the head sculpts that are done today. I think it comes with an insane amount of accessories, something that's severely lacking.
Dude, I took a picture of him, and it looked like a photo of Jack Nicholson.
Yeah. It's really something else. It's fucking incredible.
And all the accessories, the box, the presentation.
Yeah, exactly. It's been a long time since we've had a figure that's able to do that. Awesome. Long coat, a hat and shit. Fucking awesome. A lot of people have this. I see that puberty. I see that phrase thrown around a lot on the boards where they say things like, figure still holds up, and it'll be like a picture of this, or this figure is still cool, and it's like the Christopher Reeve Superman, and it's like, yeah, cooler than like 90% of the shit that's still out, that's still coming out. Sorry, like this Christopher Reeve Superman, the fucking Nicholson, and the Keaton Batman are awesome fucking figures. And I don't understand how people can say things like, still got love for this figure. It's like, how could you not have love for that? It's fucking cool as hell. Yeah, Bobby Brady, James Bell got it. Yep, puberty. Art G, oh my God, you are still on. I'm still working regardless and sneaking in the live stream. Art G's got to get his ass on the show eventually. Art G's birthday was the other day. We celebrated it on the Red Cup by sharing his page. He does action figure hunts. So if you're into watching hunts, and then he does like comments. So he'll do like the hunt video. Then he does like talking to the camera, and then like a little bit more hunt video. He's good for that, so you go check him out. And he's a fucking cool as hell.
What do I look for on YouTube? Just type in Art G or something?
Yeah, it's literally just Art G, you know. And he collects a lot of he does a lot of Marvel Legends. Is like his thing is Marvel Legends, but he also has a little bit of, what else does he do? Does he do Mezcos or hot toys? I don't know. Art, what the hell do you do? List it.
Well, somebody asked me when the Florida SuperCon is. It's July 4th to the 7th, so it's coming up. And they're doing like a special Star Trek thing. They got Michelle Nichols. They got George Takei. They got Jonathan Frakes, Riker. So
nice. That's cool.
And they got Greg Capullo. The guy used to draw Spawn, and it was on Batman. They got Jim Starlin, the creator of what's his name? This guy, Thanos.
Nice.
Maybe I'll have him sign this.
That's cool.
Yeah. Oh, they got Wong. They got Wong from Doctor Strange.
The Rhode Island Comic-Con that's coming up has this. They have like Batista's going to be there. It's got like a pretty decent lineup. But one thing that's cool, they have the actual original cast of Vacation. Chevy Chase, Bethany D'Angelo, Anthony Michael Hall, and the girl that played the daughter, and you could take a picture with.
Oh, no, Christy Brinkley.
Well, come on, bro.
It'd be
She's the fucking bust on this, Christy bust. So you can take a picture with the Griswolds for $250, which isn't that fucking bad. It's pretty awesome. I was surprised because I thought it was gonna be like $700-800. Kyle said to hear you won't be at San Diego Comic-Con. I was hoping to meet up again. Yeah, no shit. It would have been nice to see you too, and it would be nice if these guys could send you over to New York. But you're gonna be in China or something. You were telling me, but we'll run into each other again, man. And you're gonna be back on the goddamn show, so we're gonna have to rely on like Skyping each other and shit. Nick Papagiorgio, yep, that from but different actor, but yeah, same franchise, different actor. Okay. Anything else you want to say about the '89 Batman movie, Baz?
How does it hold up for you?
Where do you put it? I haven't seen it in about, I want to say about 4 or 5 years. But after tonight, I'm probably gonna want to go and probably get it up because it just came out on 4K. So I'm probably gonna want to buy it on 4K and see, because I hear the 4K transfer is actually really done really well on it. And the last time I saw it, I enjoyed it. It still holds up to me. Because I'm a period piece guy. I could put myself back into where I was, transfer myself back into my younger self. I watched the Batman 66 TV show on my phone. I have the entire run on Vudu. So I watch that and I enjoy it. I don't just watch it. Like, I enjoy watching all different iterations of Batman.
I actually get angry because I'm like, I like this shit. Like, because I took it seriously.
Well, you were fucking like
4.
You were 4.
Yeah, so like it just gets me angry. But like,
because your 4-year-old self didn't have the fucking experience that your 40-year-old self has.
Exactly,
man. It's absolutely ridiculous.
I feel duped. Did you watch the movie? It's so fucking stupid. It's
it's awesome. The reintegrating Ray when everyone turns to dust. And he has to reintegrate them, dude. I
think they fuck it up at the end, and they're like, "Yo, we better get out of here." Like, because I think they're able to bring them back from the dust, right? All the diplomats, but they're all speaking different languages. and like Batman and Robin know that they fucked up. They're like, "Yo, let's get out of here," and they fucking go out the window. It's fucking hysterical. They're like, "Yo, let's get out of here. Let's take the fucking window," because they fucked up. But I felt like I was on drugs watching that movie. Like, my mind couldn't comprehend the madness. And of course, it has the bat bomb scene in it, right? That's a classic. We're talking about the 66 series movie.
Come on, dude. He sees the nuns and wants to throw the bomb at the nuns, and then it's ducks. He won't throw the bomb at the ducks. It's great.
Whenever he's by the nuns, I'm like, throw it, throw it, throw it. What are you doing?
Oh man, let's see. Rob, just a fan. Baz, dare you to go up to Riker #1 and say, "I got to take a #2."
But then I will take a #2.
Let's see.
That's scary.
Kyle says, "Let's talk after I have stuff to show you." I'm gonna guess by saying you mean us. So if you want me to invite you onto this, if you're near your computer, we can do that. Otherwise, I'll call you through Messenger. Let me know what you want to do. Either type Messenger or I'll send you the link through here. Anyways, let's see. Definitely gonna check out Batman versus TMNT tonight. Yeah, dude, it's fucking awesome. Always love the 66 King Tut. It was just such a fun show, man. It's so colorful and shit, man. You know, I don't know.
But
Burgess
then it's
Meredith.
like, you know,
It's
like Batman and like, okay, so like the first Batman is like the Golden Age Batman, right? The second one also. But then like you get into Batman Forever, that's more like going into like Silver Age kind of like territory. And then you got Batman and Robin, which is full on the TV show. So like the Batman and Robin movie from '97 was just like an homage, a recreation of the TV show that everyone supposedly loves, but they hated that movie.
right.
So I kind of enjoyed the movie because it's like, okay, it's, you know, it's campy. It's like the show, which I watched, but it's a little bit, you know, I don't know.
So you hate 66 Batman now?
I don't know. I don't hate it. I just rewatched it and couldn't believe how insane it was. That I thought this was like legit. They were doing this serious at that age. It's more about me, you know.
So you're oh yeah, it's more about you than yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
Jeff
dude, what the fuck, man?
So Batman, Jeff Morris says Batman 89 and Batman Returns on 4K look incredible. Oh
Really?
boy.
I have to.
Now I know what I'm doing. I don't know if I'm doing it tonight, but I know what I'm doing. And
Is it on Voodoo? Like you get it digital?
yes, you can get it digital 4K in Voodoo. Yes. But you have to. You can't buy it through your phone though. You have to buy it through a device that has 4K. So you got to buy it like off of like a device that'll let you buy it through 4K, and then you'll get the 4K version. Because like on my phone, I can't just go into the Voodoo app and buy 4K movies. It'll say it won't allow me, so I have to go.
I'll do it to the smart TV.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
Buy it through the smart TV. Love the color changing car. What? Yes, hold on a second. There's a whole fucking thing on it way out there. Yes, 89 Bat was racist AF. Really? What?
Let's hear this. I want to hear this.
What the fuck? Love the color changing car. Didn't see the new Chucky yet. I have no interest in seeing the new Chucky. I watched a review on it and I was like, all right, I don't need to see this. Plus, I'm a giant chicken shit for horror movies. But I am looking forward to fucking 3 from Hell because my favorite horror movie of all time is The Devil's Rejects. So I am fucking chomping at the bit to see that shit.
What the fuck? Who said the racist thing?
Kyle says the movie's racist.
Is that your boy?
Oh, he says the 39 movie. The 39.
Oh, okay.
39. And the fact that Robin was a 40-year-old alcoholic sailor.
What was racist about it, though?
Well, dude, it took place in 39. I'm sure fucking everything was racist back then. I mean, it's just I wasn't even alive for that shit. I hear stories from my grandfather that's just like, whoa, holy shit, you know.
Everything is racist nowadays, though.
Rhino Max Payne says, you curse a lot, haha, and then the metal sign. Dude, we're New Yorkers, bro. We're Italians from New York. This is what we do. We grew up on Goodfellas and Scarface and The Godfather and stuff, and we weren't really Guidos. We had a very short Guido phase, but it's just, you know. Plus, when I was a kid, my mother, for some reason, thought it was cool to let me watch Andrew Dice Clay stand up. So, like, my favorite movie, I saw The Adventures of Ford Failing in the theater when I was 8 years old, and I became obsessed with that movie because, you know, it's cool. You're a little kid. Oh, curse words are cool. And then it pretty much just ingrained itself in my brain. So that's pretty much where I get that from.
Yeah, it was different back in the day. Like I remember seeing R-rated movies with my parents and stuff. Like it was no big deal. It was like I remember the most uncomfortable I ever was I went to go see Purple Rain with my mother, and there was a scene with Prince standing like on a bed with Apollonia behind her with her giant milky tits hanging out, and he's just rubbing her pussy through her panties and making out with her, and I'm like, oh my god! I hated sex scenes in movies because of that. Like I'd be in a theater and they're having a sex scene, and I'm like, I'm in a crowded room filled with strangers. Like, how am I supposed to feel? Like, you really? Like, what am I gonna do? Fucking, like, you know, like get this. I used to be like, get this fucking over with. It was uncomfortable.
Yeah, the sex scenes were a little weird, definitely.
Yeah, there's a lot of them back in the day, man. They don't do that anymore. But
Archie
if
said,
you watch the older movies, shit,
we never watched. All right, I never watched the 39 serials. That was a question there, Baz. Have you ever seen the 39 serials?
like clips. Never
Yeah, no,
sat
I
down
never
and like
seen
watched
them.
the whole
Archie,
fucking.
Archie just said something that made me like him even more. Didn't we all watch Clay when we were kids? I know I did. So he gets a fucking star. He gets the Stara. And I'm not just talking about Dice when he's just doing his nursery rhymes either. I'm talking about hardcore. The day the laughter died. Dice. That's Dice right there. Let's see. Any predictions for Comic-Con in 1/6? All right, we're going to close the show out with maybe some predictions, even though Comic-Con isn't for another 2 weeks. Normally, we should be doing this the week before the con, but since you asked now, let's see. Predictions. I'm going to predict that we're going to see Bespin Han. We're going to see Queen Amidala in her episode 1 gown, in her clown outfit, or geisha, whatever. And I'm hoping for Orlando. So I'm pretty much guaranteeing that you're going to see. My guarantee out of those 3 is the Queen, Naboo Queen. I'm hoping, but I have a very good feeling about Bespin Han, and I got a pretty good feeling about Lando. Pretty good. That's for my that's the Star Wars. I think that's the only Star Wars shit you're going to see, besides shit we've already seen. I think we're going to see all Marvel. It's going to be more Marvel shit, because Hot Toys is now Marvel Legends, the expensive Marvel Legends. We may see Shazam. I don't think we're going to see a Shazam though, but we may see him. If we do see him, it's going to be one of those things like we see him and he never gets released. And let's see what I would like. I would like at least 2, but you're not going to get 2. You might not even get 1. Different movies, like not Marvel, not Star Wars, not DC. I want original Hot Toys out of the blue. Like I want to see a different IP, different intellectual property of a classic movie, of a movie that deserves the 1/6 Hot Toys treatment. The way like Neo got his, and the way I guess John Wick was the one from last year that just came out recently. There needs to be like an awesome old school classic version of something, that needs to be made. And I have a feeling. Go ahead,
honestly, like I want like those types of movies to come back. I'm kind of like sick. I know I may sound like I'm talking shit, but I am kind of sick of like comic book movies. Like I want like an original good fucking movie that isn't superhero based for a little bit, It seems like all that I watch is fucking superhero fucking movies, which I love, but god damn it, like I need a little break. So
you're gonna have to go to movies like The Green Book or something for that, like all the Oscar-y type movies. Did you ever see Blue Jasmine? That was really good.
No.
Blue Jasmine. That's
So with Dice.
Dice is in it. It's the Woody Allen movie with what's her face, the girl that plays Hella.
I think I watched. She was schizophrenic.
Yeah, schizophrenic. That was a good movie. That's like a good, like just regular movie to watch.
So hold on. So I came across this friggin' this series. It's 1 season, and you might want to take a look at it because our one of our favorite writers is a co-writer on it, Ed Brubaker, and it's Ed Brubaker and this guy Nicholas Winding Refn or something. He's the guy who directed Drive. He directed Valhalla Rising.
Okay.
He's like it's kind of like he's an acquired taste. He's a very visual, artistic kind of director. His movies are a little kind of slow. They're artsy fartsy. But if you've seen Valhalla Rising, it's a really good friggin' Viking movie. But it's very kind of artsy.
What's the TV show?
The TV show is called Too Old to Die Young, and it's a collaboration with Ed Brubaker. So it is like a neo noir kind of show with like detectives and seedy underground and that kind of stuff, like Criminal.
Nice. That's fucking all, and that's perfect. That's right up Ed Brubaker's alley. That's totally up alley.
So check it. I'm gonna start watching it this week. It's on Amazon. It's exclusive to Amazon Prime.
All right. Yeah, I got Amazon Prime. That's cool. I'll definitely check that out.
Because me and Rob are big Ed Brubaker fans. Like we've read Criminal. His he's like has one of the best arcs in Captain America history with the Winter
Oh yeah,
Soldier.
anything Brubaker is a must read. Anything. Well, hold on.
Sleeper.
Fucking the chat is like it's flying right now. Kez Matrix writes Blues Brothers in 1/6. Yes, that would be awesome. But if any company's going to do them, it's going to be like Blitzway or like one of those side companies. You're going to see Gandalf. This awesome Gandalf figure that we're all waiting for. You'll see that in person, or at least the prototype for that. How about a 1/6 Last Starfighter figure? Yeah, you're not going to see that maybe from one of those side studios. I think that Blitzway again is going to kill it. Blitzway has been my pick for best reveals for the last 2 cons in a row because they have the balls to make things like Hannibal Lecter. And I think last year they showed off, which is funny because none of their last year's stuff went up for pre-order. They showed off the Bill and Ted, which I'm waiting for on that shit. I can't wait for Blitzway to fucking do the Bill and Ted figures. You're going to see Blitzway come out of left. That's why I love Blitzway. They just come out of left field with these crazy ass things. And you'll probably see, what's the company that's doing the Laurel and Hardy figures that were just shown off that are fucking awesome looking. You'll probably see some cool shit from that studio as well. I'm praying for a Carlin. Yeah, you better fucking pray because I don't think you're going to see that. Kez Matrix, you are not seeing Andre the Giant from The Princess Bride. That's not happening. I already spoke to the guy at Toy Fair about that. If you check out my Toy Fair walkthrough video, I kind of explain it where that studio is they're just fucking weird, man. The guys that do the Princess Bride figures, who is that? That's QMX. They're fucking weird with their shit, man. They're like, we're only going to make a figure and then see if it sells, and then we'll wait and see if we're going to release another figure. It's like they're too much touch and go. They release one figure a year. I'm fucking done with them. They're like,
what's going on? This is something we were supposed to talk about, but we almost missed. The Flash Gordon animated movie. What do you know anything about? Like, if that's going to be in continuity with the 1980 movie?
No, the only thing I know about that is that the director of Ragnarok is directing it.
Yeah,
and it's going to be like on one of these streaming services, like Netflix or some shit.
Well, if they're smart, they'll use the Queen soundtrack in some manner, especially now that Queen is so big. I mean, I hear Queen in every friggin' television show or movie that I watch.
Yeah. It's awesome. I've because of that movie, I've got a whole new love for them too. Let's see. Jetta Patrol says, "What's up? What's up? Everyone say what's up, Jetta Patrol." They're another big channel, and Jett is awesome. He does all kinds of, like, I think he got to start doing pops, and now he's doing Hot Toys and other high end stuff. But he's been in the game just right around this. I think we started right around the same time. He's actually the guy that told me, "Why don't you do a fucking live show?" but he said it much nicer than that. But yeah. So thanks for that. And let's see what else we have here. Rufus would be awesome. Laurel and Hardy is Big Chief Studios, yes, and also Flash Gordon. Yeah, they're fucking firing on all cylinders now. That's a fucking studio that see studios like them and Blitzway. I want to like wipe my ass with Hot Toys. Well, I won't do that, and I want to just like get into. I like companies that have the balls to do things that even if I'm not going to buy it, like I said this already on the Red Cup official the Rebellion page for Facebook. The Laurel and Hardy figures look great. They come with 2 different head sculpts. They're awesome. But I'm not a Laurel Hardy guy. I love the fact they're releasing them. If they released an Abbott and Costello, like say from like the Naughty 90s movie that they did when they were doing the Who's On First, when you're like in those outfits, I'd be all over that because that's like when I was a kid, I was over the moon for Abbott and Costello, especially the Who's On First skit. I thought that was the funniest thing I've ever seen when I was a kid. So I would totally be down for that. So hey, maybe if Laurel and Hardy sells, they'll go and do Abbott and Costello. Damn, Andre's all money in the bank. Yeah, you're not going to see Andre because I actually asked them about. I says, "Oh, you're doing Inigo Montoya," which has been 2 years since the fucking Inigo figure hasn't come out, and they were like, "Yeah, we're going to do Inigo, but we don't know." And I was like, "Well, who's going to be next? If there's another figure that's going to come, the 3rd figure is going to be Princess Buttercup." If they said, "Oh, if Inigo sells," which was supposed to be released last year, then we're probably going to do Princess Buttercup, but we're never going to know because they're never going to release the goddamn thing. Let's see, 1/6 scale, knick-knack. Yeah, right. So you could put it with you can have I think you could do that. You can have like a 1/6 head made of yourself. There's another guy, a YouTuber. that does like his whole shtick. He's fuck, I forget his name. I know his real name, but I'm not going to say his real name on here. Anyways, he
Mike Hunt.
Mike Hunt made like a 1/6 scale head and put it on. He has like an actual 6 scale version of himself he had made. They Live. Yes, They Fucking Live needs to come out. It would be awesome. I would love for a Rowdy Piper They Live figure. It's like a grail in Hot Toys form. And if Mezco is going to do it, they got to do Piper, man. I don't know when they're going to release the Alien up for pre-order, but they got to do a goddamn Piper.
I'd want a what you call it, the Thing. What's his name? Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell, The Thing would be fucking great. Oh my god, that would be great. I actually just saw that movie for the first time last summer. I know you could hang me up by my balls now. It was great. Me and Laura watched it. We both loved it. Jeff Morris hoping for some random Hot Toys. Yes, we all. That's what I'm trying to get across here. Put it in better words than I ever could. Masterpiece Catwoman from Batman Returns, Cesar Romero Joker. God damn it! Why hasn't these figures come out yet? They've been teasing this since 2012. They really need to do a Penguin and a fight for Catwoman, and they really got to get on that. That they have the Cesar Romero figure is made. They have it already. It's been made for years. They're just not releasing it for some reason. I don't know. Whatever. A 1/6 Baz would be awesome. Baz, you got a fan, bro.
Who's that? Just a fan? He's just a fan, though.
He's just a fan. He's just a fan. He's just a fan. Anyways, that's it. That's all I got for this week. Anybody else want Wilford Brimley, The Thing? LOL. Yeah, with sound effects. I suspect it's yes, it is an actor's licensing issue. You'd be surprised how many actors licensing problems there are. Although it shouldn't be, because Tweeterhead did do a Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman figure statue, so they should be able to, and it looked like her, so they should be able to do it. Hot Toys should be able to do it. Hot Toys right now is interested in making money and doing flavor of the month. I got news for everybody. Hot Toys has become Marvel Legends, and that's it, with the occasional like standout figure. I don't even want to be a Debbie Downer and kind of like be like Mr. Boo, but Hot Toys, with all their releases this year, I have Superman, Justice League on pre-order. I'm going to review it and sell it pretty much immediately because Cavill's out as Superman already, so I don't even want him in my collection anymore. I'm actually going to be selling in the next few days or weeks or whatever my Suicide Squad Batman with the Lucky Chandra cape. For those that know Lucky on Facebook, he does the posable double layered capes. I bought the double layered one. It's amazing. I'm going to be getting rid of that shit because there's like no reason to fucking have it at this point.
You know what's first day pre-order for me?
What's that?
Joaquin Phoenix Joker.
Yeah. I'm kind of interested in seeing what's going to go on with that because I really like the way that looks. I like the look of the outfit. I like the makeup is growing on me. I like the makeup initially, but it's growing on me even more. And I just love Joaquin Phoenix, man.
Yeah, I really hope they like allude to Batman somewhere too.
I don't know. I don't think Batman's going to be in it. I know that his mother works for the Waynes or used to work for the Waynes at some point, so I know that they're part of the mythos. But I don't know if you're going to get a Batman in this. This might be like a one-off.
That's right. It might be like he's older than Batman.
Yeah, he's like an old, exactly. Yeah. Like an Elseworld story, so to speak.
Yeah.
Where was I going with this? Yeah, so I have Superman on pre-order. I have Crate Luke, and Crate Luke is going to stay in the collection because that to me that's like perfect Master Jedi Luke Skywalker. What else do I have on pre-order? And I've had that on pre-order for a while now. I have Darth Maul and Count Dooku and the Stormtrooper from Return of the Jedi. So I'll be selling my Han and Stormtrooper Elf Disguise version and keeping this new one. The reason why I haven't sold it is because I want to do a comparison video. When I do the video, I wanted to compare the both of them. And that's all I have. That's all I've ordered. I didn't order anything from Endgame. I think it's oversaturation. To me, it's like, why am I going to order this when the next version is just going to come out and be better? Why am I going to order this when the next version? It's just the same figures over and over again. Like it seemed like with Hot Toys, it's a lot of wash, rinse, repeat. You know, it's just, to me, it's kind of whack. That's why I'm gravitating more towards like companies like Blitzway and Big Chief Studios because they're making figures that I need to have in my collection and are super fun. And even if I'm not going to put it in my collection, it's just fucking awesome. And I give them such kudos for having the nuts to come out with a figure like the way they do. You know, Jeff Morris got his Darth Maul early. So how the fuck did you do that, bro? I kind of know how you did it. PJ got it early too. Paradox Nerd. But I'm waiting. I'm waiting for it to hit the States. I got it ordered through the Collector Zone. I'm waiting for it to come in through my buddy over at Collector Zone.
I heard that speaking of Star Wars, I heard that Star Wars Galaxy is having low attendance. It's not doing well.
Yet.
I heard
it's open. Florida hasn't opened yet.
Okay. Well, wherever it's open, it has low attendance.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome news.
Why is that?
Because then you could just go and enjoy yourself and not have to worry about.
Well, I heard the prices are high too.
The prices are out of this world high. Yeah, Rob Just a Fan is just can't wait for the Flash Gordon figure. It's a great looking figure, man. What can I tell you? You know, it's James Bell. Call him Marcos. Yeah, word. Marcos from Collector Zone. He wants me to go live at 10 again. You guys think? What do you guys think? 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock is a good time slot. I actually got to stop this soon because I actually past the 2-hour point. And my wife's going to have my nuts in a vice. Please like the fucking video. It's going to help people watch this after the fact. There's 14 now. Only 10 like the video. That's how we help other people see this shit. And bloop, bloop. Let's see. Nope. He said he was going to call me and he never did. Hopefully during the week. That's my other buddy from the Lair. That's my buddy George over at the Lair, lair.nyc. That's the other sponsor of the Red Cup review, talking to me about Tweeterhead. He's trying to get in with Tweeterhead over there as a direct connection with them. And
is he still selling monthly comics?
No, there's no store. The store shut down. Now he's online. He's reopening the store at the end of the summer down Morris Park towards where the fuck is he opening up? He's opening towards Bronxdale, a little bit further down.
What's he going to sell?
Same shit. Statues, cards, magic cards, fucking anything. You want something? If there's something out and you want it, you just go, I would like this. Let me call him up and order it and tell him Red Cup sent you. Maybe he'll do something for you.
No more monthlies, right?
Probably maybe when he opens the store up, he'll probably go back into doing monthlies. He does a lot of custom stuff. He has a vast collection of like unique shirts. This is the Lair, guys, and hats. Like he does snapbacks that are like unique to his store. And he gets a lot of exclusives to the stores too, from like companies that'll like, oh, this company's gonna make like X amount of like Marvel hats or DC hats, and then he'll get like a Lair exclusive hat that you can only get there. I know certain people are into like clothing and fashion and shit, so he gets like all superhero.
There was a Neil Adams X-Men cover that was exclusive to the Lair that I picked up.
Neil Adams is friends with him, so he's been in the store a few times. He's been there twice, I believe.
All blue shirt.
All blue shirt, Neil Adams. Please, man, don't get me started on this fucking guy. All right, guys, that's it. That's all I got for you this week, man. Thanks for joining us here this Saturday night. Again, we'll be with you next Saturday. We're going to try to get the Batman statue collector on here for an episode. Maybe we can get what's his face on for next episode? Jetta Patrol. I don't even know if he's still watching. Sometimes he pops in and out. He's been popping in and out though recently. So maybe we can try and get Jetta on here. Maybe we'll try and get I don't know.
Try to get some porn stars on.
Try and get some porn stars on here. Look, man, if you guys want to you got to join the Facebook page, man, and kind of show your face around there. Maybe we'll try and get you on if you're another YouTuber or something. We're always looking for fresh meat on the Red Cup review. Thanks for watching. Shout outs to Darth Castle. Shout outs to the Lair.nyc and shout outs to the Collector Zone. Also, if you guys like to have CGC comics and put them up like I do, I have like see that right there? See this? Right there, that's a CGC comic right there in a frame I have hanging, and I have them going up on both sides as I walk down the stairs. Boom. And you go to the Collector's Resource and you get your frames and you enter Red Cup review at checkout and you get 15% off. So that's their way of giving back to the show. All right, guys. Thank you guys very, very goddamn much.
Is there a show next week or
Red Cup? What is there a show? Let's see. Is there a show next week? There's not going to be a show in August. One of the August weeks, there's no show because the wife is having a big milestone birthday. We won't say what milestone, though. And we're sending her away for the night. So I'm in charge of the kids. So there will be no show, probably August 17th. Right now, we're looking at next week, which is the 6th. And yes, there will be a show on the 6th. It'll be our 4th of July show. Yay!
Oh shit, it's the 6th. So wow.
Yeah,
Oh shit, I gotta get those tickets, man. The convention's next week then.
Yeah.
Holy
So,
shit.
listen, if
Okay.
you're around, that's cool. I know Rob Just a Fan doesn't do Facebook, but whatever, man. It is what it is. Sorry. Oh well. All right, later, guys. Anyways, take it easy, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace out. See you later.
All
Right?
right, Rob, I'll call you during the week, man.
You got it, killer. Take
Peace
care.
out, bro.